go live right now. You are live on the internet.
I'm live on the internet. Hi, everyone. I'm Matt Ryan, and welcome to another UFC live stream here on the Matt Men YouTube channel. And, folks, we have a banger of a card tonight. Well, banger in theory. It's all... Look, the cards that look like they suck are going to be the most fun because we get to do a lot of weird shit in the fights. You know, they exceed expectations. So let's do the goddamn thing, y'all. I'm Matt Ryan. In my ear and yours is my producer, MG Geek, a.k.a. To Fight Forever, the unsung hero, the whooping boy of Andrew Pretty Eyes Zarian. And in the literal other room, watching another sporting contest because her team is in the Stanley Cup Finals, is Stephanie Sotilli. Hi, Steph.
I am very stressed out.
What's the score?
It's 3-0.
Okay, so why are you stressed out?
This is going to be completely stressful until the games are over.
Well, do you want some advice?
Okay.
Stop it.
Great, thank you.
You're
Perfect,
welcome.
Wonderful.
I'm here to help.
Anyone that's anxious when they just say, "Hey, can you just not do it?"
Is that not what you're supposed to do?
That works every time. Yeah, everyone's a liar. If you just tell
that's
everyone
why.
with anxiety, "Hey, don't do that," it actually works really, really well.
Yeah, that's why I made such a great hostage negotiator in the late 1990s.
If you're depressed, hey, don't be, and you'll find that you're cured.
That's true. And the fun part is I can hear Matt, but I can't hear Steph in the other room all that clearly because she's not in my ear. So I thought she said something that was going to continue the sentence, but she didn't because I'm dumb. But we've got a card for you here tonight. Thanks. What was that?
I said she hung up on you. It happens to me all the time.
Yeah,
buddy.
she hung up on me. Not the first, not the last time that will happen. Let's run through the card real quick. Right now, it's Imavov and Curtis going on in the second round in the middleweight division. Imavov just got a right hand off into the face of Curtis. They are in Vancouver, British Columbia. So if past Stanley Cups dictate, no matter if anybody wins or loses, there will be a riot in Vancouver tonight. I don't know why I said it like that. Like, there's going to be a riot in Vancouver tonight. It's very stupid. I don't know why
Predicting
people watch
the future, are you?
Yes, yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm carnacking this bitch. That was actually the original name of this show, Carnacking This Bitch. But the Johnny Carson estate showed up to Andrew's house and took a shit on his porch. Just Sarah.
If I said really big shoe. Would anybody sue
That
me?
might have.
Yes, that's not Carson.
I know.
Okay,
I know.
I'm sorry.
Where I picked a different comedian
I know
to plagiarize.
I'm very dumb. I'm a very dumb baby. And we got an eye. Oh, he got headbutted right in the fucking eye socket, and there's Raspberry Jam. Curtis on an official timeout because he got. Oh, buddy. That is right on the eyebrow. You got to call this fight. His eye looks like, "Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret."
Oh, God.
That's all I'm going to say. And if you don't understand that reference,
You're probably a guy.
yes, or did not grow up in the late 1970s to late 1990s. Stanley Franklin in the chat. Hi, Stan. How are you? Be a part of the conversation on social media. As always, like, comment, subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at Matt Ryan Yells. You can follow Steph on Twitter at Steph Sotilli. You can follow MG Geek at 2 Fight Forever. And also follow Matt Man Podcast on all platforms because, well, we think we're pretty neat. I don't know what you guys think, but I think we're pretty neat. And drop your predictions throughout the night. We want to know what you guys are thinking heading into this card. We start off at the top of the hour, allegedly, with Eryk Anders and Marc-Andre Barriault. And that one's going to be at the top of the hour. That is at 185 pounds. Coming up at the 145 division, Dan Ige back inside the octagon. Ended a 3-fight losing streak back in January. He'll be going up against Nate Landwehr. which is a fantastic name. Like, that feels like a name that would have played for the Royals and the Cardinals in the mid-1980s. Like, a sure-footed second baseman could get you 245, maybe 265, depending on the year. Was a fill-in all-star back in the mid to late 80s. Had like 5 years at a peak. Like, that's what a Landwehr reads to me. But that is our second fight of the night. Adam Fugitt versus Mike Malott. It's always good when you go on to Google when I'm doing my fight research and putting my notes. I'm just, what's the main card, and just setting up so I can do my research because they're all right there for you. The Google searches are just automated when you do the gimmick. And they did not have my man Mike Malott, whatever you want to call him. He was not even listed on the Google card. It was very, very odd. But that'll be our co-main event. Our co-main event, and Curtis begging and pleading with the official to not stop the fight. They're at a minute 56 of round 2. The man's eye won't stop bleeding. It looks like he has 2 sets of eyelids in his eye as he continues to try and stop the bleeding on a devastating cut in the eyebrow. It looks like a London broil. The cut has the color and consistency of an uncooked London broil. And now a tall man that looks like the East Asian Club Soda Kenny, and this fight has been waved off. You can see Chad Curtis. He is apoplectic, covering his face with a towel, trying to stop the bleeding. And you never want to see a fighter lose because of that, or have a fight stop because of that. Oh, that was right there on the headbutt. And then another headbutt from Imavov. That was some shisty looking shit right there. That was not cool.
Blood was just going down into his eyeball. I don't know how he would have continued. Mm-hmm.
He had a waterfall of raspberry jam just cascading down his face.
Exactly correct. Mm.
And shout out to Lane Media. Lane Media, the coach of the O-Town Orange in the A7FL. They got a tough task tomorrow on A7FL.tv. I'll be calling the action from the David Isaacs Memorial Bunker in Asbury Park, New Jersey, as they battle the Tampa Nightcrawlers and Dominique Rogers-Cromartie. Matt, I get to call a game featuring a first-round draft pick tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Announced that on the 3-on-1 podcast. He's going to be playing in the secondary for the Tampa Nightcrawlers.
No, I'm trying to remember who he played for.
He was a Cardinal. He was a Giant. He was a Las Vegas Oakland Raider. He was a Commander. He played a lot. He had 2 All-Pros and a Pro Bowl.
Have they ever considered using leeches
To stop the bleeding?
Yes.
I feel like we've advanced past that, but knowing Dana White,
it's not in the rule book.
It's not.
Put a leech.
The Athletic Commission.
Put a leech right over the eye.
You can't do it in Nevada, but you can do it in Alabama.
Just
it
saying.
depends on who's the governor.
And I'm thinking there's some third world countries that would allow it too.
Yeah, the San Salvadorian, that's a fake country, Athletic Commission, because I'm not going to be mean. So whatever Banana Republic, like Fight Island 2, it's just somewhere in the Conch Republic, which is in Florida.
Put the caption on if that helps.
So in case anybody is Matt ran through the card, but anybody wants to see the card and results, it's floating above his head like a dark cloud.
Yes.
So you know.
It is right above my Don Jardine spoiler mask and my Brooklyn Dodgers hat.
So updated. It's now 3-1.
It's 3-1.
Yes.
The Ice Cats scored a goal.
Yep. I'm going to go make a drink.
Have fun.
Stephanie's going to be mad. Stephanie's going to be mad when I tell her who I'm rooting for.
I'm so mad. No, I think the first or second time, because they were in the finals picture almost every year that they've been existing.
Almost all 5 seasons, yeah.
I think I took 6 shots of something just to deal with it, like in a row. Like oh, this is a lot of alcohol.
And this is the thing is, like, Steph's not a sports fan. She is the opposite of a sports fan. We've known each other nearly a decade, and every time I've had sports on the television, she says, "This is boring me to death. I hate this."
No, I just walk out of the room.
That you do that, but you have said in the past. But when the Vegas Golden Knights came into existence, and there's Charles Oliveira looking straight out, he looks like cocaine personified. He looks like Miami if it were a person. Shout out to the former champion. But when the Vegas Golden Knights came to be, she got all in, and then they didn't suck. And MG, you're a Detroit sports fan, so you know what pain is.
Oh God, yeah, it's here.
As a New York sports fan who's endured the last 29 seasons with no Stanley Cup, losing horribly to the LA Kings in the Stanley Cup Finals about 12, 13 years ago, and every other crushing playoff loss in between. I'm kind of mad because I did this study, and let me know in the chat, what's that one team that you're really mad that their fans have never experienced pain? And this can extend to MMA too. If you hate John Jones fans or Conor McGregor fans, what's that one fan base that irrationally pisses you off just because of the existence of that other franchise, that other athlete? Let me know in the chat. As
LA Kings.
LA Kings, good answer. Good answer. LA Kings is a strong one.
I got one
Solid
that
answer.
That Matt should be able to get. Should be able to get.
The Chicago Bears.
You're in the right sport, wrong city. Go up the coast a little
Dallas
bit.
Cowboys.
Go up the coast a little bit.
Oh, Green Bay.
Yes, they're the team. They are so freaking arrogant. It's ridiculous. And then Aaron Rodgers
they kinda-
fiasco.
Yeah, they really don't know how to handle graceful exit for franchise quarterbacks, like dating back maybe like going all the way back to the 60s. They've really been bad at managing players, or it is a wonder how that team survived the 1970s until Brett Favre showed up, because they were mediocre as all fucking get out.
Well, the 80s too. The 80s they were.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. From the 70s until Favre showed up.
Yeah. And then and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Favre shows up, and now now they want to have their third franchise quarterback that has a 15-year career. I don't think it's happening. Just so arrogant.
Stanley Franklin saying the Penguins. Penguins are a good answer. I like Penguins. Penguins is a good answer. Everybody's out of my ear for a moment, but when you look at those sports teams, and like for MMA, it's the same too, because you can look at fans of Conor McGregor, you can look at fans of John Jones, people who still root for Tito Ortiz in the year of our Lord 2023. It's like, why? What joy do you get out of this? Because like Conor, I can get. Khabib I can get, because they are two of the greatest to ever do it. Tito Ortiz was kinda, but as soon as the sport leveled up, and I've been thinking about this off and on lately in terms of like Ronda Rousey's legacy, or the innovators of a sport who get lapped. Because we've seen what Amanda Nunes can do. We could see what a Juliana Pena can do. There's some Valentina Shevchenko. The sport passed Ronda Rousey by right as her peak started to cascade. Like right at the peak of her powers, everything went away in an instant because the sport leveled up. And that's happened to Tito. That happened to Tito Ortiz. That happened in the heavyweight division and light heavyweight division. When you see moments like that, you wonder how those athletes are going to come out in the shuffle, because the concept of sustaining heroes in combat sports feels more fleeting, because we didn't have major heroes in the heavyweight division of boxing for 25, maybe 30 years until Joshua Fury, that crop of heavyweight popped up.
Yeah.
So you take a look at that as I'm rambling here. Am I making any cogent fucking points? Let me know in the chat. If you want to give us some straight cash, homie, drop in the super chat, donate whatever you want. If you donate $20, I'll sing a song. If you donate $200, I'll shave something. I don't know what, but I will shave something.
Balls.
Dear God.
Well, that's just good hygiene. How you doing over there, kid? How's the game? And also, when you throw that mic down, everyone can hear.
Got it. It is 3-1.
3-1 still.
I'm good, but we are at the break in between the second and third period. I'm here.
We're just
Have you poured a drink yet?
No, I have not. I wanted to come back in here because it was forgotten that when you rewind YouTube TV, it will cease to exist ever again.
Yes.
So then you have to reset 4 things. So that's what we were trying to figure out.
Did you try turning it on and off again?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Let me know what fights you're looking forward to. We are at the 10 o'clock time slot, and I need to stand up for a second because the remote's on the other side of the room.
Stay back.
Just let me do it.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Pay-per-view has started here on UFC 289. I'm Matt Ryan, and it's time to play the game. What time and how many people? That game is at what time will the first fight start, and how many people will make their way out with the first fighter? And right now, it would be Eryk Anders and Marc-Andre Barriault. Steph, you get to go first. What time and how many people?
I'm going to say 10-16.
Okay.
Let's go with 2 people.
Matt?
I'm going to go 10-18 and also 2 people.
I'm going to go 10-17 and 3 people. Let us know in the chat what you think, or come up, we'll try to develop some new games throughout the card. Maybe see how much time passes between fights, things like that. Keep you engaged and interested and all that other happy horse malarkey.
I have a question for you, Matt.
Yes?
Well, it leads into the conversation you and I were having before we went live, and that's about Amanda Nunes. Do you think she's close to retiring? I know you said you don't think she would retire after this match or this fight, but you think she's close?
I think she's 2 to 3 fights away.
Okay. I was just curious.
Yeah, because I think she wants to set herself and her family up. Deacon in the chat, intern Deacon, fun fact, Eryk Anders was on an episode of Malcolm in the Middle as a high school football player. Did not know that. He did play for the University of Alabama, if I recall correctly. And shout out to Greg Hardy for getting knocked the fuck out again. So, good. Good. Good.
I did see that.
The most recent episode of Crime and Sports covered Greg Hardy and the 911 call of that incident reads like a fucking Beckett play. It is astounding. If you have not listened to Crime and Sports yet, do yourself a favor and listen to their podcast. I'm a patron of theirs, and you should be a patron of ours. Patreon.com/Dan A. White. That's patreon.com/Dan A. White. And it is UFC 289. We are out of the intro package, which took 3 minutes, and holy fuck, Vancouver's pretty. Like that looks like rendered from Red Dead Redemption. Is that from Red Dead Redemption? Now that just looks like a town. That looks like every outdoor scenic for every rom-com in the last 20 years. They are in the Rogers Arena, the home of the Vancouver Canucks. And if you're just joining us, I'm Matt Ryan. Thanks for watching along with us. Share it on social media. And also, if it's your first time on the channel, like, comment, and subscribe. As a show a lot of fans and a lot of empty seats is... I never understood that when... Well, I guess it's because fight cards last 9 million years. But you'll go to a fight card, and Steph, we've experienced this. I've experienced it where, like, people don't start showing up until the co-main event, the main event. And these tickets can run into the thousands, if not tens of thousands, depending on the fight. And there is John Anik. He's the guy calling the action and making significantly more money than we are for tonight's card, looking like not only the dad who stepped up, but the dad who stepped in. He is no Joe Rogan. He won't go to Canada. I wonder why that is. It could be Bigfoot hunting season. You good?
Why won't he go? Wait, no. I legit want to know. Why won't he go to Canada?
I don't know. He doesn't travel much anymore. And there's Daniel Cormier and the Red Rocket himself, the MMA equivalent of Andy Dalton. That's Paul Felder joining on the commentary tonight. I think ours is more fun. We get to say fuck a lot more, which I think is very
less bald people.
Yes. There are no bald people on our broadcast.
Okay, I don't know what the guy in my ear looks like. I don't think I know what you look like.
I like to think of him as Moltar from Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Just in that suit the entire time, in front of a screen with a bunch of levers and watching chips.
Okay. I thought no. I mean, my favorite was Brack.
Well,
I was like,
loves Brack.
Does he look like Brack?
Matt, do you look like Brack?
I don't know. I had myself on screen.
He kind of sounds like Brack.
Our main event is Irene Aldana and Amanda Nunes. The Aldana's a plus 275 underdog, which seems a little too good. Like they're giving Nunes a lot of credit. She's a minus 300 favorite, but not as high as I would think she would be coming into this as the favorite.
That's the second part of my question.
But we have some.
If she does retire, do you think they're going to get rid of that 145 title? Just drop it?
Well, there are fighters in that division. Not a lot,
they don't have anybody ranked. They have no rankings. They never have. It's just so annoying. It's like it doesn't feel like it's no one's natural weight. It just seems weird that they even have it.
And it is that weird shtetl area too, because they have Kayla Harrison in the PFL fighting at 155. So it is this odd. 145 is an odd weigh station, and a lot of people thought about that with with flyweight for years in the UFC until we've had this recent.
They don't have a 165. They have a 155 and a 175, right? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, so it's 155, 170. It's not 175. It's 170.
Okay.
And then they have 185, and then they have 205. And Steven Carasso in the chat. Hi, Steven. He's a long time. And that's the fun part, seeing all the guys, gals, and other humans who join us here. A underdog parlay for tonight, plus 275 for Aldana, plus 130 for Oliveira. Oliveira's the underdog. And Nate Landwehr, plus 215. The payout of $100 would win you $2,617, $2,617. That's some pretty good scratch. But we roll on here as we get ready for our first fight of the night. I really fucking am tired of how much time they fill in the first segment of these shows. It is unnecessary.
20 minutes, right? Well, no, we said 10.
It's between 17 minutes. It's between the top of the hour and then at most the 18 past the hour.
Yeah.
And it's packages and it's promos and it's doing all this filler stuff. Prime Hydration. They started selling Prime Hydration by me. I didn't tell you this, but yesterday I almost considered buying Prime Hydration. And I don't know how to feel about myself. Shout out to Brian putting in 10-16. Travis Tarr saying $80 pay-per-views are ridiculous. Yeah. And if you're a wrestling fan, you may want to start getting very concerned when the TV rights deals start coming up. Because the model that we've had this last decade may or may not last forever. And Steven Carasso, no, we had a studio space built in our studio that was built for things like this. And since I'm doing the solo for the most part now, we've pivoted to that in here. And Steph is in a much more comfortable position, I would say, than where she usually sits, which is in the other studio here on site. You're gonna.
I mean, where you are looks way more interesting than where I'm sitting.
Yes,
though.
we have a lot. Yes, it's way more
I
interesting.
think I gave you like half those things.
You did. Not that Andrew gave me that. That football's mine. This is my customized A7FL Vegas Hunters jersey.
There's there's Ziggy Stardust.
Yeah, Ziggy Stardust.
Ziggy should be more center, I think. We'd pay more attention to Ziggy.
Well, I did it to kind of like it rotates. Like I move things around on here. It's not static. But you see a hip hop.
The hip hop book I gave you.
Yeah, Glory in Their Times, which was given to me by the professor. My modern history of the 4-3 defense.
Yes.
Because you need a textbook.
Andy Kaufman up there.
Yep, we've got
also should be. I believe he is out of frame.
No, the Andy Kaufman action figure is right above my
not
shoulder,
the action
but
figure,
out of that,
the candle.
out of frame here, we have my signed Andy Kaufman action figure.
I meant the prayer candle.
And yes, the Andy Kaufman.
The prayer candle should be a.
The Andy Kaufman Santeria candle, which I need. I'm gonna leave these here. I'm gonna leave that here for now.
Yeah, there you go. Should be front and center.
Top, I've got a Pete Rose signed baseball.
Don't fall on your head. Okay.
Yeah, the Falafel Bay. Where is the Zarian?
I love it.
Zarian is not here right now.
Is that what he's called? Where is the Zarian?
Yes. Oh, and it's 10-12. Oh, it's the package. Fuck. I got okie doke. I was like,
what did we all say again? What
you
did I
said 16, I said 17, and Bing Bong said 18. Steven Carasso, the actual fights are 60% of the time spent. The price is you serious. I don't know.
The price is you serious? I can't.
Is that a phrase?
I don't
is
know.
That code? Is that some sort of like modern slang? Do we have to go to Urban Dictionary for that? I need to know. I'm almost 34. I'm a year away from being out of the demo. I don't know what to do with this. I can't be in my late 30s. I don't know what my life is.
That's still mid 30s.
Wait till you're out of the other demo. That's another whole experience.
I mean, emotionally, you're still in your teenage years. Does that help you?
My therapist would disagree with you. She'd say I'm much younger. I'm much
younger. It's a good bit.
And it's 10-13. Let's fucking go!
Wow.
New record. Steph, you technically win.
Oh, okay.
And he has 5 people.
Wow, we were way off.
Does he have 5? Wow.
High five, buddy.
High five.
Eryk Anders from San Antonio, Texas. Looking a lot like Sam Shields, a recently retired indie wrestler, on his walk to the octagon. Like, share, comment, subscribe, do all that other fun shit, and just join us here, hang out with us as we get weird on the internet. Where are you guys watching from tonight? What's going on? What's your what's your interest are? Who you be with? What numbers to dial? Also, what character of Frasier do you think likes MMA outside of Martin Crane? Let me know in the chat. That's the conversation topic. Put that a poll out there.
What?
Last time we saw Eryk Anders, he was against Kyle Daukaus in December of last year. He is one of 10 active UFC fighters to play college football. He played in D1 at the University of Alabama, tied for the 3rd most knockdowns among active middleweights, and the 2nd highest takedown defense among active middleweights with 82.4%. And let us know in the chat what you're thinking.
I am constructing a poll. I took some liberties, so
Okay.
Hold.
Oh, that's good. Whenever Steph takes liberties, you know it's going to end well. Shlomo Shilliams. Hey, Matt, yo. That is an odd group of people tonight. And here we go. Which Simpsons character would love MMA? That's a good poll, actually, Steph. Homer, Barney, Moe, or Mr. Burns?
I specifically left Marge off the list because we don't want to remember that awful episode in which she fought in the MMA.
I am very confused by people in the chat right now. But Marc-Andre Barriault from Gatineau in Quebec. There's a shlomo and a falafel. Young Ed is okay. Young Ed is alive. Young Ed is with us here in the chat. He's here to pick all the losers again. Berriolt looking like a French-Canadian Nate Diaz. Last time we saw him was against Julian Marquez back in March of this past year. He's got 10 wins by knockout, a former middleweight and light heavyweight TKO champion. And the referee for the State Athletic Commission is a large individual. Holy shit, is he large. Props to watch for this fight. Berriolt to win by plus 350, a knockout or TKO. Anders to win by knockout or TKO is also plus 350. Berriolt to win by decision is plus 165. So those are some interesting props. Falafel Base saying Mr. Burns is the choice, more than likely.
Yeah.
I
could see that.
I'm along with that. I can take that ride. I'll take that action. And Berriolt getting introduced with his left arm tattooed. Related to usury, cutthroat lending, or horrible overpricing. That's what that meant. Usurious. Berriolt 33, Anders 36, both 6'1", both 185 pounds. Anders with the slight reach advantage, and by slight I mean an inch, 75 inches to 74 inches.
I'll be reverting back to the other part of the studio.
Yes, have fun.
To continue my stressful next half hour.
I don't know where Trigger D is, young Ed, but hopefully they'll be joining us throughout the broadcast. Let people know on social media that we're hanging out here. Like, comment, subscribe, and share on the Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, mi gente. Send it to a Tinder match if you think that'll help you, or Grindr, whatever your platform of choice is. And the introduction's going on right now. Anders, the plus 120 underdog, heading into tonight's fight. Sufficient amount of tattoos. I feel like MMA fighter needs a sufficient amount of tattoos. And Anders is right there, especially the prayer hands. He's got he's got all the tattoos that show you that he is in fact a person who beats the shit out of people for a living. Look, can you be an insurance agent with Truly Blessed tattooed on your pecs, or a bear inside a cage? Can that be your profession? Marc-Andre Barriault being introduced. He's 11-3 when fighting in Canada. Much like Bret Hart, he can't job past the border, so he's not going to try to do a job here tonight. If he does get jobbed out, it's a screw job. You know the bit already. Berriolt just staring and yelling at the camera. Boost Buffer looking like he sells the finest exotics and silks. And a shout out to everybody watching along at home. I hate it. I hate it. I'm balanced. Here we go. Round number 1, doing all this shit by myself. Being instructed via text message that something that looks completely whatever. Berriolt controlling the line of the octagon. Anders in the center. Anders circling now. Berriolt following around the outer rim. Kick to the right kick. Anders gets dropped on the right hand. We might like the lap early here in Vancouver. Berriolt trying to find a way to get inside. Anders turtling now. Transitions now into Luther Campbell. Stands back up. Berriolt loading with right hands. Anders holding on here after getting dropped less than 30 seconds into the fight. And now it's worse. Why is it worse? There we go. Grappling here in the early goings of round number 1, 3:49 left to go. Does it look good on your end, Matt?
It looks good. I see his point, though. But yeah, I think it's okay. It's fine.
3:37 left to go in the round. Berriolt eating a forearm from Anders, and he's throwing one himself, trying to throw with the right hand. Now pressed up against the fence, knees to the midsection. Anders eating a right hand after throwing those knees. Berriolt throws a knee of his own, throws a left hand, and now Anders inside with the Muay Thai knee. Knees to the abdomen now. Anders pressing Berriolt up against the octagon wall. 3:05 left to go. More knees to the midsection of Berriolt. Lefts and rights. Anders trying to get something going here. Trying to withstand the barrage that started the fight and now trying to turn the tide. He is in control of this fight. It has turned into a fucking war. They are fighting in a phone booth. It looks like Berriolt might be bleeding. Or that's just his tattoo. That's confusing as shit, but he has swelling around the nose after the onslaught from Anders. Anders standing in the center of the octagon. Under 2.5 minutes remain. I hate this job. 2:11 left to go. Kick to the midsection, right hand by Berriolt. 2:03 left to go now. $145 left to go. Berriolt, 28 of 34, 82% on significant strikes, 16 of 29, 55% for Anders. Berriolt has been able to land a higher percentage. Anders came in with the left, barely avoided a knee. Now once again in the clinch, Berriolt was able to land some right uppercuts. And now again, Anders landing some knees. But Berriolt continuing to find the shots inside in that clinch against Anders. 1:10 left to go in the round now. Minute to go now in the round. .48 seconds left to go. Knee by Berriolt catches Anders. Anders trying to scoop up Berriolt, but the French-Canadian will refuse to be taken down. 36 seconds left to go. .20 seconds left to go. Berriolt is 4 for 4 on takedown defense. He has stifled Anders here in an exciting opening round, but Berriolt walking out with some battle scars as well. He lands a left uppercut. Anders bringing the smoke, missing with the double knee. Head kick blocked by Berriolt, and that'll be the end of round number 1. How does that look worse somehow? How the fuck does that look worse somehow? There we go. That should be less awful.
It actually looks
I can't
really good.
do anything about it. Good first round, and I apologize for the technical stuff. Getting bothered by the bosses, and I apologize for getting flustered, but trying to do all of this somewhat by myself. It should look better. Shout out to Stanley Franklin in the chat.
Oh, shoot. Let me put that back on you for a minute.
Does it look like dog shit, Matt, or does it look good?
No, it looks better now. It looks better now.
Yeah.
What he was referring to isn't there anymore. So let's it's fine. Let's move on, as they say.
Yep. Round number 2. Thanks for putting that up on the screen there, Matt. Some of the fights we have going on a little bit later tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Berriolt trying to fight out with that left hand. Push kick. Trying to step inside again is Anders to go for the takedown. Anders met again by Berriolt. Trying to let something happen here, but Berriolt letting the hands fly. Throwing some combination lefts and rights. Kick to the midsection again by Anders. Berriolt and Anders looking tired here. Looking verschnicked even. Left hand thrown by Anders. Right now it's a dead heat in the DraftKings odds. Minus 115 apiece. And we've got... possibly for the second straight fight, poke to the eye. Anders in trouble. He was the one who got. Oh no, it's a dick kick. We got our first dick kick of the pay-per-view. Caught him right where you get circumcised. Just right in the foreskin. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta suck. But shout out to young Ed. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. The Sweeties are patient, and shout out to all the Sweeties joining us, and we are in an official timeout. We got our first dick kick of the night. We got to get like a dick kick counter or something. See what we can do about that.
I got to start writing notes down. Because I can do it.
Yeah, we show prep. Can we? Will we? You'll find out next time. Although those might become different streams as well. 407 left to go. Middleweight bout. Opening fight of UFC 289. I'm Matt Ryan, watching the fights with you. Let's get uncomfortably close like Michael McKean in the late 90s. 350 left to go. Berriolt keeping away here after the timeout ended. Berriolt once again pressed up against the octagon fence. Anders getting a right hand to the top of the head after getting a kick to the top of his other head. 3.5 minutes left to go. That's right, Stanley Franklin. Nothing sets the mood of a show like someone getting kicked in the balls. Anders stalking Berriolt. Anders looking tired. Looks like he ran 5 miles. Standing in the center of the octagon. Berriolt, of being avoided by Anders, throws a shot right underneath the pec of Anders. Berriolt once again locked into a clinch. Both men landing knees. Berriolt trying to get his head underneath the neck of Eryk Anders. Taking the leg is Anders. Pulls him down now, single leg. Trying to get it over into the transition. Finally getting a takedown was Eryk Anders with 2:40 left to go in round number 2. Now trying to go for a submission is Anders. He's trying to pull the guillotine. He's trying to lock it in. He's got the leg of Berriolt, trying to avoid him, keep him from standing up. Now trying to lock in that guillotine. Looks like he's trying to go for a fisherman suplex in the way he has grabbed the leg of Berriolt. Berriolt finds a way to get out of the choke attempt and now back up to a vertical base. Both men locked into a clinch, forearm and then a knee by Anders. Anders will get caught with a right hand and both men will go to the center of the octagon. Oh, barely avoiding a right hand was Berriolt. He ducked under the shot from Anders. 2 minutes left to go, and then we got another kick to the tick. Another dick kick. Two dick kicks in this fight. Berriolt in now the one who, he kicked Anders in the penis again. Let's see this again. Oh, yeah, that one's right into the, right in the cock and balls. Just right there. And then he followed it up. He did the downstairs, upstairs. He kicked him in the penis and then punched him right in the face. And that's in the same round. This man's balls have been afflicted twice in the same round. That's just mean. Like, getting hit in the balls once in any situation.
I just looked over and saw the replay. Yikes.
The man got kicked. Yeah. This might be the second straight fight on this card where we don't even get to the fucking finish, let alone the third round, because some fuckery happened.
If I'm him, I take the whole 5 minutes.
I I would have taken the whole 5 minutes the first time.
First time, yeah. I don't know why more fighters don't do that.
You have a 185-pound monster human kicking you in the testicles. I'm gonna need 5 minutes. I'm gonna need the 5 minutes. And if it happens one more time, and he'll only take 90 seconds of it, and Berriolt getting conversed here with the referee, who looks like a chubby Ali Abdelaziz. And here we go at round number 2. Yeah, Daniel Durval Vasquez saying it best, double headshot. Anders going for the head kick. His nose looks like it's got a little bit of raspberry jam on it. This man is sweating like Ken Kratz, and he has been kicked in the penis twice. Berriolt has landed 44 head strikes, 13 to the body. Anders 29, 19, and 1. And the little graphic for head body strikes also moves now. I wonder if it's got CTE. Minute 26 left to go. Wonder if it's supposed to absorb all the strikes. Like, I'm trying to wonder, why is it animated now? Anders playing keep away. Left, right, inside by Berriolt. Minute 9 left to go in the round, and Anders once again gets into that clinch and gets Berriolt with a couple of knees and a forearm, one more knee, another knee, and missing with a hard right hand was Berriolt. Head kick blocked, and in a left hand from Berriolt. .42 seconds now left to go in round number 2. Head kick. Oh, avoid left-right combination. 32 seconds now left to go in the round. Now at the 30-second mark. Will we see a round number 3? Oh, and a body kick followed up by a shot to the head by Berriolt, keeping it above the waistline, not putting it in a situation to where he would get himself kicked out or start a riot. And 7 seconds left to go. I believe he did lose a point.
Okay, I was just curious.
And that'll be the end of round number 2, and they get a little chippy.
Oh, dear. Have some stats.
All right, throw them up.
There they are.
Let's take a look here. Berriolt with the knockdown. He's landed 64 of 119 strikes in terms of signature strikes, 55 of 109. Throwing more and landing less are Anders, 59 of 127, 44 of 105. And when it comes to ground control, 2.5 minutes for Anders, 40 seconds for Berriolt. And he's only got 1 of 7 takedowns as the former University of Alabama football player as we head into round number 3. Oh, we will not be with you for UFC 290 on Saturday, July 8th. We will not be live for that one, because there will be a Catalyst Wrestling show that day. So the rare pay-per-view off for a card that I really, really wanted to call. But
oh, man. Bummer.
Yeah, big bummer. Well, maybe Andrew can do it for me. Who am I kidding?
Mm.
4:13 left to go. Berriolt with the leg kick and then a right hand. Left hand by Anders. Oh, it's 3-2 now in the Stanley Cup Finals.
I'm aware.
I was alerting the audience. Are you okay?
No.
Do you have a drink?
No.
Get one. 3:49 left to go. Or check the windowsill. 3:42 left to go. Needed a body by Anders. Barriault pressed up against the octagon fence. The stats lend to Berriolt, but it'll be interesting to see with the two dick kicks and the control of that round. It's 1 round apiece right now.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And if this round is close, even if Berriolt wins it, it might end up a draw, or it might end up with Anders getting the win. 3:03 left to go. Kick to the body, and then that right hand. That body kick into the right hand has been effective for Berriolt. He's been setting it up a few times in this fight, trying to make it pay off. Ooh, Anders getting caught in the eye, near the eye, from another shot from Barriault. 2:40 now left to go. Kick to the body by Barriault. Kick to the body, and then a right hand by Barriault to Anders. And it's that right hand into the body kick, or that body kick into the right hand. He is setting up each of those shots. Double tap into a hook. Does not land by Barriault, but he feigns with the left and lands the right. Anders looking a little beat up here, looking a little tired, but persisting here with 2:10 left to go. Kick missed by Berriolt, shot by Anders to the midsection. Overhand left from Berriolt, not landing, but he lands another right hand to the face of Anders. Catches him 2 more times, 1 time with a left, and under 2 minutes left to go in this fight, and Eryk Anders in a bit of trouble here. Berriolt gets the fight back to the center of the octagon. Left hand thrown by Anders. In the first round, significant strikes. Berriolt 35-24 Anders. 20-20. They were tied in round 2. Right now, Berriolt outpacing him 30-11. He landed 2 more when it was initially 28-11. Anders looking like he's walking around in cement shoes. He's got a concrete collection by Venom on as he is trying to find any way here to turn the tide in round number 3. Barriault throws the left hand. Right hand thrown. Left hand by Barriault. By Anders. Barriault throws one for his own measure. Throwing the right hand is Anders. Minute remaining in this fight. Takedown. Ooh, into the grapple. Into another clinch. And with 46 seconds remaining here in our opening contest, Berriolt looks like he might get the win here in a close and contentious fight that he almost cost himself in round number 2, going Bo Galata. Body kick and another overhand right from Anders. 25 seconds left to go. Both men again in the standing in the center. Left hook thrown by Anders. One thrown by Berriolt at the same time as Anders' second attempt does not land. Right hand followed up by a left from Anders. Another left hand to the face by Anders. 10 seconds now remaining in this fight. And a shout out to Stephen Kelleher in the chat. Head kick by Anders. That one will be avoided. And these two will go to the scorecards in Vancouver. Stephen Kelleher, what'd you have for dinner? He ate dinner, did the dishes, did some dabs, and now is to relax with the homies. Glad you're here. Glad you're here, homie. And we've got the Sapphire title behind us. Got the A7FL football, and we got you. Let us know what you're thinking, what you're watching, how you're feeling on a Saturday night, turning into Sunday morning here on the Matt Men YouTube channel. Give me a follow on Twitter at Matt Ryan Yells. You can follow him. That's MG at 2FightForever. And you can follow Stephanie Sotilli at Steph Sotilli on the Twitter machine. Did Matt Men tweet anything out about this? Because I feel like they should.
It did.
Okay. I didn't see your tags.
I hope I hit send. I swear I did. Yeah, it's live.
Yeah, it is. Ooh, chicken and tater. I had dinner, but I'm still hungry. Well, let's take a look at these stats here. 111 of 206, 86 of 191. You really see here that Berriolt had Anders' number the entirety of the fight, and I have no captioning at the moment. I have to fix that, but we'll see who got the win here.
I can probably tell you.
And it's Marc-Andre Barriault getting the win here. To start off UFC 289, the Canadian remaining top tier in his home country. And he will improve his record by unanimous decision. Man known as the Power Bar, he will go to 16-6-0 with one no contest. So Berriolt getting the win here tonight.
Interesting with unanimous decision with that. I don't know. Maybe he didn't get a point taken away.
You would think that it would be.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah. But Berriolt getting the win. And our first fight of the night here at UFC 289. I'm Matt Ryan. You are the people watching on the internet. Hopefully you're joining along. We got a poll going up right now. Which Simpsons character would love MMA? And right now, Homer Simpson in the lead, with Mo in second, Barney Gumble in last, and Mr. Burns in third. And Stephen Kelleher says it's an all-Canada night. It's been all Canada so far. And Robbie Glover, you see him popping up there. Protein popcorn. What the fuck is protein popcorn? Berriolt once again getting the win by unanimous decision in our opening contest. And up next, Dan Ige going up against Nate Landwehr in our second fight of the night. I have had a long... I don't know how long your week was, Matt, but mine has been... It's fucking... My week doesn't end. My week doesn't end until next Sunday.
I know one of the reasons you're
yeah, like I'm in A7FL season, so like that coupled with a pretty demanding day job. Catalyst Wrestling's coming up next. Like there's stuff moving, there's projects going on, and I'm just very tired. And it's been exhausting. Like usually, because I produce the games for the A7FL, I commentate the games of the A7FL. Tomorrow I have a 13-hour workday. This show goes off the air. What do you think? Like 1:30 Eastern?
And hopefully it's a little sooner than that.
Yeah, hopefully. Like that's the word. Hopefully is there, but more than likely,
our window. I get it.
We're on the air till 1:30 in the morning. Nate Landwehr looking like an emaciated and extended Kurt Angle. Look at that man's face. That man's got a fucking face. Wow, that's a stupid ass sentence I just said. But I'm gonna have to get up at like 6:30, 7 in the morning, and then drive an hour, and then produce television for 14 hours. And host the motherfucker too. So please, if you like me and you like listening to me yell at things with people, like, comment, and subscribe to the A7FL 2. We have great games tomorrow. Dominique Rogers-Cromartie will be playing in our 1 o'clock game. Our 4 o'clock game's a rematch of our 2022 playoffs, which were insane. And we may break a record tomorrow. A team might score 100 points in an A7FL game.
That's awesome.
The Las Vegas Insomniacs are the top seed in the Western Conference. And they're playing a team that gave up 86 points in a regular season game.
Oh, my.
They have probably one of the best kick returners I've ever seen in my life. But their defense is questionable. like you question the fact whether or not they are in fact a defense.
That could be interesting. I've saw a couple of those games since you've turned me on to them, and I gotta say they move. They're fast.
Yeah, they are athletes in this league. There are some guys. Ashante Worthy's kind of the star of the league, and the dude's just so fucking good. And we got Dan Ige coming up next. Dan Ige and Nate Landwehr both look like they could be either person. Like, they look like clones of other people. Like, they're replicants. They're Blade Runner MMA people. They're creative characters. They look like creative characters. And that's not indicative of their skill. They're very talented mixed martial artists. They could beat the shit out. Nate Landwehr looks like Kurt fucking Angle. Look at that man right now on your television. That motherfucker looks like Kurt Angle. If Kurt Angle and Boss Baby did the fucking fusion dance from Dragon Ball Z, that's Nate Landwehr. Tell me I'm wrong. Look me in the eyes and tell me I'm wrong. The Hungover Moth is joining us. All the stars are out tonight here on the Mat Men YouTube channel. I'm so glad you guys are joining us. Let us know what you're drinking, what you're imbibing legally in your state, and join the party. Have fun with us. That's what we do every month here on the Mat Men YouTube channel, is come up with fun ways to interact and engage with you guys. You can watch Mat Men every single week here on the channel. Andrew will be hosting Wrestling Observer Live tomorrow. What was that?
I said exclusively on Mat Men now.
Exclusively on Mat Men. Yes, they have the show left Wrestling Observer, and we are now the channel is now independent. It's a hot free agent property.
Yes, it is.
I heard that Wade Keller sent a bouquet of steaks to Andrew's house. Sean Ross Sapp sent some sculpting gel. Who is that? The Slammer from the New York Daily News sent a hat.
Let's not talk about what Mike Johnson sent.
I wasn't talking about Mike Johnson. I love Mike Johnson. I know Mike Johnson. I've known Mike Johnson for years.
A joke. You missed the damn joke. Jesus. Oh, not my strong suit.
Oh, I'm sorry. You don't have to navigate the complex politics of pro wrestling now, do you, Matt? No, that's what I tell myself in the mirror every morning. Jesus, Mary Mother. Nate Landwehr looking like Team Angle, Kurt Angle. I can't get over how much he looks like that guy in the face. Go put it up right now. Get young Kurt Angle and get a photo of Nate Landwehr. Let's do a side-by-side. He's from Clarksville, Tennessee. I thought his trainer pulled a hot dog out of his pocket. It was, in fact, his mouthpiece. This man's wearing a referee shirt as a towel. Oh, no, that's just a towel. Wearing it around his neck. Homer won that vote handily. Their next poll will be, does Nate Landwehr look like Kurt Angle? Because, Steph?
Yes.
What's the score of the hockey game?
It's still 3-2, 4 minutes left.
Okay. How you doing?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Florida's doing that thing where they're
Landwehr 3-fight win streak, fourth highest strike defense. What were you saying?
I said Florida's doing that thing where they're gaining momentum in the end of the third period. Like
that sucks.
Oh, except for Wade.
Gaining momentum's a terrible thing. But the fifth highest significant strike rate in UFC featherweight history with 6.47 strikes per minute. That is impressive, and that is Nate Landwehr as he makes his way to the octagon for our second fight of the main card. If you're just joining us, I'm Matt Ryan, and the person in my ear, well, usually in my ear, they're not in my ear right now, is MG Geek, and Stephanie Sotilli is also in the other room having an anxiety attack over the hockey game, but will be on mic, on and off for the remainder of the evening. We see Landwehr in the octagon. Let us know who you think is going to win this fight. Drop your comments in the chat. If you want to give us some straight cash, homie, you can always donate to the Super Chat Every little bit helps. It goes into the building fund. Right now, Andrew Zarian is looking to build a gigantic statue of himself in Bayside, Queens, where there used to be a Sunoco station. And a shout out to the security guard walking out with Dan Ige to the octagon, rocking the Bull Nakano hair. Look at this fucking L7 looking person. She has lived a life, bro. A shout out to her. Salute to her. My sidekick is Matt Madden. Stephen Kelleher, ice water and set. Wow. You were... That sounds delectable. That sounds delectable, my friend. Mazel tov to you. And we see Dan Ige making his walk. He's getting checked out now as he'll step into the octagon. Last fight was against Jackson in January of this past year. Knocked out D. Jackson in the second round. He's got the 6th fastest knockout and 9th fastest submission, 22 seconds and 1:17 respectively. And he's a BJJ black belt, looking to step here inside the octagon and get the win here tonight. Props to watch for this fight. Ige to win by knockout or TKO plus 120. Ige to win by decision plus 225. So watch out for the submission. That seems to be the favorite for Ige. But it'll be... let's see what Landwehr is able to do. Performance of the night bonus twice. He's been training with MMA Masters since 2021, formerly of the SSF Submission Academy, which just sounds like an OnlyFans. Like Submission Academy sounds like an OnlyFans. There is a very thin line between FetLife and mixed martial arts. And I like to think we traipse that line every single day. Ige and Landwehr. Landwehr 35 somehow. Ige 31. Landwehr 5'9" and 5'7". Landwehr has no idea what to do on a motion graphic. Sweet Jesus. He looks like Randy Quaid in Kingpin.
Oh,
and I don't know what to do with that information. Hungover Moth is picking Nate because he's heard good things about him. He is the plus 215 underdog. He is undefeated, though, as a UFC underdog. And he's got his last name tattooed on his back. He's got someone's name or some saying tattooed over his belly button. And look at these psychopaths in the crowd in Vancouver. Hey, Vaismir. And there's Ige with the generic arm sleeve tattoo. And here's a question. At what age is it no longer acceptable to get a sleeve tattoo? I am 33, about to turn 34. I am not getting a sleeve tattoo. I am not a person who should get a sleeve tattoo because I look like your social studies teacher. But
interesting.
My uncle was in his early 50s, and he got a half sleeve. Is that too old?
You know what I think about this is I'm entering that part, not quite, but I'm getting there. And there is a age, and I don't know, it's different for everybody, but it's called what I call the I don't give a fuck anymore age. Once you get back into that, then maybe the sleeve is appropriate because you're probably closer to retirement.
But if your kid's in high school,
retirement, yeah.
If your kid's in high school, don't do that. 35 seconds into the first round, nothing's really happened yet. They're playing electric football. Ige goes inside with a left-right combination to the body. Misses. Landwehr goes for a McAfee kick, and that completely misses. Right-left combination from Ige. He lands the right. Nate Landwehr looks like a Christian comedian who snapped. Left-right combination from Ige. Ige also looks like he should have been a R&B singer in the early 2000s with that beard and fade combination. Landwehr, push kick misses. Double jab to the midsection by Dan Ige. 3:47 left to go in the round. Body kick missed by Landwehr. Landwehr lands a right hand, but Ige landed a shot to the abdomen himself in time. 3:38 left to go. Right-left combination. Ige landing a left to near the temple. Landwehr was checking his eye. Kick to the body by Ige. Push kick missed by Landwehr. Circling around now, 3:10 left to go. Now into a quick clinch. Pulling out of it is Landwehr. Under 3 minutes left to go. Missing with the right hand is Ige. He gets out of the way before Landwehr would take him down. 2:45 now left to go. Feigning the kick was Dan Ige. Now he's circling around. Throws the left hand. Push kick missed by Landwehr. 2:30 left to go in round number 1. Ige standing in the center of the octagon. Landwehr feigning a shot, throwing a left hand, does not land. Throwing the right and then an overhand left was Ige, not landing emphatically. 2:08 left to go. Standing in the center of the octagon, both fighters. Missing with the shot is Ige. Missed with an overhand left and on a leg kick. Steps inside. Landwehr tries to go for a quick grapple and then filing away and try to throw a right, does not land. Ige now on his bicycle. Push kick missed by Landwehr. Feigning the leg kick was Ige. Ige throws some shots, does not land. I'm saying that a lot this fight. Straight left thrown by both fighters. One to the head, one to the abdomen. The abdomen shot from Landwehr landed. Getting inside and then pulling away is Ige. Solid back and forth there from both fighters. 1:06 left to go. Head kick attempt not landing by Landwehr. Just kind of wanted to show how high he can kick. Throws the left. 50 seconds, head kick blocked by Ige. Kick to the knee, avoided by Ige. Pardon me, avoided by Landwehr. Landwehr with some solid shots, trying to follow up with a knee, but Ige keeping his hands up the entire time. Both men throwing left hands with 35 seconds left to go in the round. .25 seconds left to go now. In round 1 of 3 in the featherweight division. 15 seconds now. Landwehr throwing the left and then the right. The left lands, the right did not. And we are at the end. Oh, Ige trips up Landwehr. Landwehr gets on his bicycle and he will avoid an uncomfortable situation. Round 1 will end here. As it's very itchy in my room right now. Steph?
Yes.
How you doing?
We're good. I think it's like 17 seconds left.
Is it still 3-2?
Power play. But
who's
Vegas
on the power play?
Florida.
But also, Florida has an empty net.
Oh, so Vegas has the power play in the empty net. Happy days are here again. Let us know what you think of the fight. Let us know
Florida
what you think.
It.
Florida has a power play.
But also an empty net.
So with a penalty on Vegas and 17 seconds left, it'll either be very chill in the studio or very awkward as we go into overtime.
Oh, I thought that was
I am not rooting for overtime for a litany of reasons.
Oh.
But let us know in the chat
God,
if you think Vegas will have a championship.
And we have a brawl.
Ige caught
There's a better
hard with
fight.
that
There's
shot.
a better fight at the end of the hockey game than. Oh my.
Yeah.
And it seems that the Vegas Golden Knights are one game away.
And it's a huge fight.
Oh, there's a fight.
Holy shit,
Yes.
everybody.
Damn it. I'm watching this fight.
They are throwing garbage onto the ice.
Why is the better fight happening in the hockey game and not the fight?
What is
Some
They're
bullshit.
They're throwing their rat
Rats
gimmick.
on
Oh, there
the
goes the rat.
Yeah, they've been doing that rat gimmick for 30
And
years.
here come the rats.
Speaking of rat gimmick, is Dana White there tonight? 4:27 left to go. Landwehr trying to control the center of the octagon, both of them moving as if they were electric football characters that really love the song Born to Be Alive.
Okay, back to UFC.
Single leg attempt by Landwehr doesn't go. Landwehr trying to step inside. I remember when it was Condom Depot and like Sex Toy Junction that were sponsoring the canvas on the octagon and not Diablo 4. Fuck, didn't Crypto.com just go out of business? And someone explain to me what the fuck a protein popcorn is. Is it popcorn made of steak? Is it made of cum? Like, what the fuck am I eating? What am I eating? 3:33 left to go in the round. This fight is getting interesting. Another attempt by Landwehr in the clinch. Ige throws another right hand from hell. These guys have more missed connections than Craigslist did in the year 2009. 3:16 left to go in round number 2. Landwehr has suffered 22 strikes to the head, 11 to the body, 3 to the legs. He's landed 17, 2 and 2 in the same direction. Ige has been outstriking by a significant margin, but not for the lack of trying from Landwehr. 2:50 left to go. Oh, Ige throwing a right hand from hell and another left hand. Oh, you know who Landwehr also looks like? He looks like the YouTuber dad. Whoever the YouTuber who fights in the creator class. Oh my God, Ige got hit again with an overhand left.
I thought you meant Jason Nash.
No, not Jason Nash. No, fuck that. Oh, he is there. Dana is there. Circling around now, straight left thrown by Ige. How you doing, Steph?
I'm doing really good.
Yeah.
She's back.
2:05 now left to go. Solid strikes to the midsection, and then going up top is Landwehr. Really selling a Crypto.com credit card when they close their U.S.-based exchange. Good job, everybody. Good job.
You have a whole arena announced.
No, that's going to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Right hand throw by Landwehr. Landwehr another right hand. Circling around, 90 seconds left to go in the round. And with 1:23, Ige controlling the center of the octagon. Landwehr came in. He landed one, but 8-3 from Ige. You got to wonder what the strategy is going to be for Nate Landwehr in round number 3, where every time it feels like he gets any momentum, Ige finds a way to strike back or to defend it. Kick to the inner thigh, did not hit the dick. Into the clinch again. Ige has landed 22-16 in round 1 and has outpaced Landwehr in significant strikes 31-12 in round 2. It has been kind of a chalk situation here, and Landwehr pressed up against the fence. Throwing a left hand, pushing him away, and a shot by Ige. Landwehr eats another shot to the ribs, pressed up against the fence with 30 seconds now left to go in the round. Ige can close the show and make a lot of people happy. Oh, and he throws a left hand that looked like a forearm. That one came in emphatically, and Ige drops Landwehr. Landwehr eats a left hand like a sandwich of Katz's, and Ige, trying to finish this, rotates out of it. Landwehr has no idea where the fuck he is. He is trying to ponder if he's on Dream Street, if he's in Vancouver, Victoria, or fucking Quebec. He is in trouble, and that'll be the end of the round. Somehow, Nate Landwehr survived that barrage from Dan Ige, and he has no idea where the fuck he's going. This fight's got to stop. He was walking like Vince McMahon to the fucking corner. He's going, I know where the fuck I am.
I'd fight better would have had a few.
What do you mean I can't fight with the gloves on? I'm hot. Yeah, no, he got clip-clocked on that one. Wait for it. Wait for it. Bam! Oh, that left hand right to the jaw. That's your snooze button.
I'm fine, Grandma. I'm fine. I can still go to school.
I don't want to go to school, Mother. I want to stay home and bake cookies with you. We're in the midst of the third round, starting the third round here. They're in Vancouver. Landwehr might know where he is. I can't guarantee that. And we begin round number 3 straight left from Ige. High kick by Landwehr doesn't land. 3 more fights to go here tonight. 1 title fight. Charles Oliveira in the co-main event against Beneil Dariush. Right hand missed by Landwehr, and then the head kick. 4:34 left to go. Left hand missed. Going for the clinch. Right hand thrown by Ige. Again, doesn't land. Straight left thrown by Landwehr, followed up by a right. Head kick avoided. 4:15 left to go. Uppercut thrown by Ige, landed on the point of the jaw. Ooh, another combination right to the jaw. Not strong, but right now, Landwehr is a plus 1,000 underdog. Ige, minus 2,100 favorite on DraftKings. That is a live odds. That might change. That might get higher over the next 350. Landwehr trying to stay in the rhythm here. Battling it out with 3:37. A shout out to Joe Blair, indeed. Shout out to Sunset Park. Someone in the chat redacted a comment because the Ice Cats lost. 3:19 left to go, and Ige bleeding underneath the eye. It's nowhere near the eye. It's underneath the eye. Like right in that general vicinity, but it won't get into his eye, which is very important. It just looks like he's crying thug tears. Kick to the inside of the calf. You can see how red Landwehr's legs look like they were hit by kicks or spider bites. And the same thing with Landwehr's back. Ige just pie-faced Landwehr's jaw. And they are throwing the leather here, both men showing some swelling on the face. Landwehr stepping up in aggression here with 2.5 minutes left to go. Left-right combination from Landwehr. Leg kick. Kicks to the thighs. With 2:25 left to go. Straight left thrown by Ige. Jumping knee attempt by Landwehr. That gets him sent up against the fence, but he's going for the neck of Dan Ige. Now wrapped up one more time. Ige now pressed up against the fence. 2:07 left to go. Ige looking faint. Just letting his body go limp for a bit. And elbows from Landwehr almost caught the point of Ige's nose. Almost broke it upward. Forearm again from Nate Landwehr. Minute 49 left to go in our third and final round between two featherweights. A battle at 145 pounds. Another left hand thrown by Ige, one to the head and another to the body. I'm Matt Ryan calling the action for you here on the Matt Men YouTube channel. Spinning back kick landed by Ige. Pardon me, on Ige by Landwehr. Left-handed clinch again, and Landwehr gets caught with the left hand after landing a knee and then sent backing onto his bicycle. Both men throwing left hands. Landwehr throwing the right, feigning with the left and then loading up the left with Ige. That does not land. Kind of telegraphed that. Landwehr steps inside, left followed by a right, and then tried the pie face and go for the head kick. Head kick doesn't land. Kick to the shin by Ige and lands a right hand to the head of Landwehr. 55 seconds left to go. Overhand, that left hook does not go from Ige. Single leg attempt by Landwehr into a right hand. 45 seconds, jumping knee, offset by Ige. Landwehr throws a right hand. He eats one to the ribs and then two to the face. Both of them punch each other in the face. Landwehr lands two overhand rights over the top of Ige. Into the Muay Thai again. Trying to go into that clinch is Landwehr. He landed a knee, tried to land another. 27 seconds now, and Landwehr forcing Ige into the Luther Campbell, but holding him by the head. You call that one the kiss grandpa. 16 seconds left to go in the round now, and Landwehr trying to go for an underhook into a belly-to-belly. He's pressing Ige up against the fence. I don't know what he's trying to do. Maybe try to close the show. 5 seconds left to go, a knee to the body, and two forearms from both fighters, and we will end this one on a high note as we go to the scorecards. Both men will hug each other. Ige is bleeding underneath both eyes. How the fuck did that happen?
Jeez.
Whew, that was a fight. I'm Matt Ryan, joined by Stephanie Sotilli and MG Geek. He is in my ear. You'll hear him tomorrow on... Is that George Santos? No, it's not George Santos. But you can hear him tomorrow on Wrestling Observer Live on the Sports Byline Network. Well, you'll hear him produce that show alongside Andrew Zarian and Suncast, who keep the lights on here at the office.
Literally.
That was a good little fight. I have Ige winning that one, but it's a good fight.
Yeah, that got good. I hear her.
Oh, that left to the jaw. Normal people shouldn't be able to do anything like that. And shout out to Stephen Kelleher donating $5 to the cause. Steph, the noise. I'm sorry. Straight cash, homie. Sorry. I miss having the board with the sounders. They were so much fun. But thanks to everybody.
Can you get another board? How much is the board?
$400.
Okay, what if I look on Wish?
It's a piece of wood that says sound.
AliExpress, do they have boards like that?
I don't think so.
Can the professor look on Temu for a soundboard?
Solani?
It's another site. Anyway.
And we'll take a look here. Judges score the contest 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27 for Dan Ige. So they gave Landwehr a round there. So it's a unanimous decision. Dan Ige gets the win. Nate Landwehr, very game in defeat, though, will walk out of the octagon, dejected, obviously.
Here's what the stats
That fight got better as it went along. But it felt like Ige was in control for the most part. So the air was poisoned this week.
Oh, God.
That sucked.
It was bad. How was it bad for you guys, too? Well, I know it was. I seen the photo.
Yeah, it was Tatooine outside the studio.
It was very orange.
Yeah.
Yes, it was very orange. It was worse than Manhattan, but it was very orange.
Yeah. I went out Wednesday night and I looked up and I went, what the fuck is going on? What UFO is about to land in my backyard?
Stephen Kelleher saying whiteboard and a pen. Joe Blair saying, stay tuned for the upcoming Matt Ryan and Friends soundboard bake sale and cakewalk. I feel like it would cost more money to make the cakes.
I feel like you can save a little bit, and then we'll...
Yeah, I'll
get a
scrimp and
soundboard.
save.
Yeah.
If you start seeing feet pics with like red hair and freckles on them, just buy them to me, friend.
God, if you have hair on your feet,
I have hair
we've
on
got
my-
other issues to solve.
What's wrong with? I got some hair on my
on
feet.
your toes.
Why are you
Aren't
fucking?
we owed money from the channel that we're on?
Yes,
maybe-
but it
maybe
wouldn't
it's a
be
little bit.
enough. It wouldn't be enough to buy a board, and I gotta pay you.
No, well, let's see how much it is. I get paid. Olive, have you been taking my pay?
Yes, Olive's been being paid with cheese. She is straight asleep right now, right next to Steph.
Well,
and
of
there's
course,
Rocky
this means
Phoenix.
nothing to her.
No. She is the opposite of enthused. Rick Tocchet. Rick Tockett's the head coach of the Canucks? When the hell did that happen? Why wasn't I told? And they're showing T-Mobile Arena in Vegas. Is that a Ross Dress for Less? Right in the shot of the strip?
Where are you looking?
It's a Ross Dress for Less.
Yeah, Ross still exists.
But like, it's just, why is it so bright? It shouldn't have to be that bright. We won't be with you for UFC 290, but we'll be with you for UFC 291 because there's 2 UFC pay-per-views in July because it's International Fight Month. So we will.
So when is the next one?
Uh,
not the 8th, but then
I
when?
believe the 21st,
That's a Friday.
the 22nd.
Okay, that is a Saturday.
But I will be. I'll have to do that one from. We'll have to talk about that one because I might be in Vegas. July just kind of sucks for me.
Maybe we'll just take a summer break.
Yeah, July sucks so much for me, guys. I'm sorry. Like from now until July 24th, my life is not my own. It's never my own, but it's way less.
I would put up a poll. Would you like us to take a break? But then if it's yes, it'll just hurt my feelings.
Yeah, it'll hurt my feelings too. Like I went from a major corporation to taking the summer off, and then no one cares. Like, do you know how it feels to watch the competition and know that
yeah, actually,
Yeah.
very much.
I know. I hate it.
Might not
As
be
long as we can get
television,
an
but I've
internet
worked for
connection.
companies and then they just continue doing things without acknowledging you help them a great deal. So yes.
That's
yes,
fair.
I know how that feels.
That's fair.
As long as we get an
I'm also
internet
a woman.
connection, we can do
So
this.
Got me
what was
there.
that?
As long as we can
Where'd
connect
he go?
everyone to the internet, we can produce a show.
Well, yeah, we can do it. I just don't know whether or not I'll be in a situation to where I can afford to do it.
Fair enough. Okay.
Olive has some opinions on it. And I know it's International Fight Week, guys, but I have something that I have to do that day. It's not the Catalyst show's on the 8th, so I can't. And I have to travel the very next morning.
Yes. And you will be traveling the 22nd
Yes.
for sure.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Olive, would you like to go on a road trip without father?
Alexander Volkanovski and Yair Rodriguez is an awesome fight, though, guys. Well, if we have a replacement host with Steph and Matt, we'll figure something out. But I feel like if it's y'all and not me, it's okay.
No, I think people are people listen for you. That's why we have people that followed you. It's you. I feel like if either one of us disappeared, I mean, technical aspects, you definitely need the other one.
Yeah.
We need the one in the ear.
But you're funny, though.
Let's put up a poll. Really want to hurt my feelings.
Don't put the poll.
I'm not going to put that poll up.
But it's going to be an exciting card. And we got some exciting fights left for you here tonight. Next up is Adam Fugitt versus Mike Malott, which sounds like fake. Those do sound like fake names. Those don't sound like real names. Sorry, guy. I booked the date before I knew it. Yeah. Stephen Kelleher's substitute teacher. They just come in and show Monsters, Inc. for the entire time.
We show fighting from different cartoons like Ren and Stimpy or SpongeBob, or we'll show that terrible Simpsons episode where Marge was fighting in the UFC.
They're asking if you want to host that night, Steph.
Absolutely not.
Why not?
I know absolutely nothing. I'd be like,
I'm the fountain of fucking MMA knowledge.
This one guy is beating the other guy with his hands. Now they're using their feet, and they're back to hands. That's what you would get.
Would be more popular than what I do.
I don't like enforcing gender stereotypes, but I don't really know anything except about wrestling. A little bit about golf, and hockey, and only a little bit.
Yes.
And I learn only whatever I know through baseball is through osmosis.
Yeah, that's true.
From a lot of you, so
that's fair. That's fair.
If anyone is interested in Degrassi reruns, let's do that. I would love to have a watch party for Degrassi, like the old one, not the new class. The new class was fine, but old school. Cassie Steele, Miriam McDonald.
It's not good if the headline for a fight is if you don't know, now you know. This show cost $80. If I'm paying $80 for something, I should know who's in the third fight from the top. And that's the thing that pisses me off about combat sports. And makes pro wrestling tremendous, because at least you know who these guys are. You could flip them, and I would say, yep, that one's that one, and that one is that one.
Is that guy's last name Fugitt?
Fugitt.
Fugitt.
I want you to fit that
Degrassi
in.
Junior High.
Fight.
Joe Blair, aren't you like our age? How were you watching Degrassi Junior High? That was for like Gen X.
No, he's on the borderline.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
That was before my time. Junior High.
Also, Mike Malott has the perfect MMA record. It's 9-1-1. What do you call it? 9-1-1. Just. Both of these guys, and it's a card where it's a big looks like card for me. I don't know about you, Matt, but it's like these people they don't look like MMA fighters. Right. Both of these guys look like they should be wearing Patagonia sweaters and working in the financial district here in New York. Like that's what they should be doing. That's exactly what they should be doing. That is how they operate their lives. There is no way that these people. Also, Mike Malott looks like a yoked Speedball Bailey.
That's funny.
If you gave him like 80s hockey hair, a little bit of that Mario Lemieux.
That's the second comparison to a wrestler you had, and there's actually going to be another one when we get to the main event.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it, but the press conference, Amanda Nunes with her gangster headband on, she looked just like Huey Guerrero from '99 or whatever.
The juice is loose?
Yes, she looked just like him. I almost made a screenshot, a side by side of it. If I just couldn't find a good photo of him.
No need to do that. No need to compare Amanda Nunes to Juventud Guerrera. There's no need for any of that.
Goes, oh my!
I feel like that's fairly mean.
It might be a little bit.
Why is Keith Skerritt walking out with this young man? Tom Skerritt, not Keith Skerritt. The fuck is wrong with me? None of you guys know who Tom Skerritt is. Why? You don't care. And Fugitt, born in Eugene, Oregon. He is one of 3 Oregon-born UFC fighters. I think the other one is Paige Van Zandt and somebody else. But we are in the third of 5 fights here tonight, and it's 11:25. I like this. I like this so far. Not terrible so far. Fugitt won 5 of his last 6, finished 8 of 9. How you doing there, kid?
I'm good. I have water.
Congratulations. He's finished 8 of 9, 5 knockouts, 3 submissions, multiple-time Muay Thai champion. And Fugitt stepping in there. The dude, the silver fox with the mustache, it is disconcerting, right? Like he looks like the stepdad in a Lifetime movie. Oh, and Shale from Oregon too, yeah.
Did you finish Barry yet?
I'm finishing it next weekend.
Uh-huh.
When I have the entire weekend off.
Okay. No, because the phrase fox was used in one of the episodes, so that's why you reminded me to tell you.
Silver fox?
No.
Ah.
I want everyone in the chat to bully you and to watching the
I barely have time to do anything. Like, I want to sit down and actually enjoy it. I'm going to watch it next weekend. I have active plans to spend my Saturday watching Barry.
You've said that for like 4 weeks.
I have next week. I have one thing to do next weekend. And I'm going to be home, and I don't have to do anything else but that.
The real reason why he's not watching it. I know there's something else.
That's the fuck.
Because you have time after work. It's half an hour.
Yeah, I want to watch all of the. Oh, Jesus. Holy shit. That entire railing just collapsed. Holy shit.
Is that what that was? I thought somebody attacked someone.
No, the fucking railing. Fans went to reach out. It was like that situation in Washington. Holy fuck. Like 5, 6 people all just fell off the goddamn section.
Well, that's going to get some news. Oh my! I just saw it. Wow.
Yeah, as soon as that's up on social media, fucking find that and share it on the channel. God damn. Dude,
damn.
that was like 6 people who just fucking ate shit off the side of the goddamn railing.
They just I kept walking. That'll be fine.
It was just it felt like Naked Gun. Like he was just walking by, or like he just Jedi mind pulled that fucking guardrail down.
If it would have happened a second sooner, he would have got hit with it. He would have been.
He would have fucking gotten killed.
Trampled, yeah.
Mm. Holy shit!
Mm.
That was wow.
That's going to be interesting.
And he punched himself in the dick just now.
Is that an unofficial dick?
That's a cup check, I guess.
Is that not what you guys do to hype yourselves up? You don't punch yourselves in the dick?
Yes. That's what I do every day. I get hyped up by punching myself right in the penis. They were it was the floor. Like if you were, when you see people walk out, like that first section of fans, right. Like Stephen Kelleher was asking, like if you look, when you see people walking through the tunnel, it was like the 4th or 5th section of that first layer of floor seats. So they were 6 feet off the ground. No, maybe even more than that, 7, 8 feet off the ground. Fugitt 34, Malott 31, both 6'1". Fugitt at 171 pounds, Malott at 169.5. Fugitt with the huge reach advantage, 77-73. Both of them in 12 fights for Malott and 12 for Fugitt. And Joe Blair saying, all this Naked Gun talk makes me want to see an entire bit of Frank Drebin reffing MMA, I would watch that. I would watch the shit out of that.
So did the broadcast even acknowledge that happened? I don't think they
I
did.
don't know. I have no idea.
I'm slightly listening to it, and I didn't hear them even really mention it. Interesting.
Someone just tweeted barricade collapsed.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a good thing.
I'm trying to find it here. Yeah, people are. Yeah, they. Yeah, no, I'm watching it here. I have it. I'll retweet it. Yeah, I'm retweeting it now on my Twitter handle. Matt Ryan yells, "Yo, yo, dude!" That's like. It was like 3 sections of people. Just head to my Twitter right now and take a look at that as the opening round of this fight begins.
If I can get it up, we'll put it on the screen in between rounds.
We'll get taken down.
Oh, we will? Okay.
Yeah, that's airing UFC footage.
Oh, oopsie.
Yeah, let's not violate any copyrights here. That's why I shared it to my Twitter so people can see it while watching this. 4:27 left to go. Fugitt pushing away Malott. Malott throws some heavy leather and then a head kick. Malott gets a left hand to the head for his trouble. Fugitt making this fight step into the center of the octagon. Malott throws a right hand, catches Fugitt in the head. Fugitt swelling underneath the left eye. Malott just over a minute gone by now. Fugitt standing in the center of the octagon with Malott. 3:45 left to go. That threw me through a fucking loop, guys. Sorry. 3.5 minutes left to go now. Circling around. Fugitt controlling the center of the octagon. He has got a welt underneath his left eye. That is red. It is strawberry colored. And Malott trying to throw the left right. Missing with the right hand was Malott. Fugitt throws a left hand thrown by Malott.
Vince is
Fanning
sending
with the push kick, head kick
to
block.
Vancouver as we speak.
oh yeah, this is the first time Dana's gonna have to use Uncle Jerry. 2:47 left to go in round number 1 of 3. Oh, and Malott almost slips on the canvas there. Almost Mama said his Mama sa Mamakusa. Left hand followed by a right body kick, and we've got a kick to the dick. And Fugitt says, fuck it, let's keep rolling here. Dan Mergliata, the referee for this fight, he is a Hogan 93 tan. You know what? Not Hogan 89. He is tan like Hogan in 89, and that man's got a shiny head. Holy shit, look at how shiny that man's head is.
So they just said on commentary that everybody that fell is okay. So they did acknowledge
Of course they are. Don't worry, folks. This man's going to get the help he needs. In the name of love. Malott with the takedown. Fugitt trying to boogaloo his way out of that one. Now in the Utah position. Now trying to climb up. Malott is Fugitt. Trying to raise that right leg. That left leg over the shoulder of Malott. Malott continuing the jockey for position. Trying to push up is Fugitt. He is down in the missionary with 90 seconds left to go in the round. Trying to kick his way up is Fugitt. pushes Malott away, sends him down momentarily into the Luther Campbell. And with 1:07 left to go, head kick attempt feigned. 1 minute left to go. Overhand right thrown by Fugitt doesn't land. Head kick into a spinning back fist doesn't land by Fugitt. 53 seconds left to go. Right, left hand, a head kick combination missing. All of that was Malott with 45 seconds left to play in the first round. Left to play, I'm sorry, I've been doing too much football. Push kick, caught, single leg into a takedown, and once again, in the missionary, Fugitt trying to posture out of this one. Trying to use his legs as a speculum to pry Malott off of him. In a scramble position. Malott sprawling his legs. Fugitt trying to push up and over, now trying to wrap his legs. He is grapevined his leg and his arm around the back, and now into almost hit a bionic elbow on Malott. Lands an elbow from the bottom, and that'll be the end of round number 1. Looking to see if there's any other footage of that, because goodness gracious. See if there's any more footage of that, but goodness. Young Ed, dead or Canadian? Well, both in the... Dead or Canadian? Hold on. Dead or Canadian here on the program. We're going to do a phone scam later? Tale of War of the Roses? I may or may not have done those at some point in my life, and I regret them. Oh, no! Oh, he kicked him in the tummy and then scraped his foot down his penis. He just went...
You just got to pay extra for that.
Oh, there are people in now there. Conor McGregor. Oh, did you see... And I think this footage we can show. At the NBA Finals last night... Conor McGregor legitimately knocked out the Heat mascot and sent him to the hospital. Head kick by Fugitt. He fucking two-pieced this poor mascot.
He's a political prisoner. How are you a political prisoner? I kicked a mascot in the butt.
I'm not no, Joe. We are not playing that game. Not played that game in 10 years. 4:24 left to go. You know what? If someone donates $40 to the super chat, I will change the gimmick of the person you select. But nothing that can get us canceled. That's the warning. Oh, and Malott! Throwing the left-right combination, sending Fugitt down, and he's pulling the guillotine. He grapevines, and he holds on to him for dear life like a child on the first day of kindergarten, and that's it. It's over. Malott bringing the fans to their feet, then their knees, and then to their feet again, and the Canadian does good, dropping a couple of fans, and Fugitt on the way to his 10th victory. Here in the second round, and then gets the Dirty Dancing carry. I've had the time of my life by his trainer to get the victory here tonight. Goodness. My goodness. My throat hurts. Oh, that's a great replay right there.
Love it. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck? Why did they show that again? Oh, Jesus Christ. The right hand sucked, but the left hand was just fucking mean.
One person in the chat who understood my reference.
I think I know who that is. It's a certain friend of ours who goes by the nickname Boom Boom.
That helps me none.
Alex.
Oh, is it?
I think so. And Malott, despite having a body count, walking to the octagon. So for every person that fell, does he technically get a win? I need that question answered. I don't know who we would consult on this. Do we reach out to the British Columbia Athletic Commission? Yeah, I've made all those people fall. Let's go.
That is crazy.
Is that what he gets remembered for this, or does he? My man is really hyped for the win, but like, does he know that like 10 people almost died because he walked to the octagon? How do you reconcile with that information?
You're like Moses parting the Red Sea, and the sea just happens to be half the audience.
Motherfucker accidentally who concerted a half dozen people.
All right, so for those that wanted to see the Conor McGregor bit, I'm going to put it in chat. I found the short of it. So.
Oh, no, I think we can show that because it's fair use and it's not UFC footage. Because I want to break this down. So pull this up on the screen when you're ready, and we'll do a breakdown of it.
All right, this match is over, so the fight is over. So let's see what I can do. Let's see if my brilliance can be brilliant. Mm.
And you can see the railing collapse on my Twitter at Matt Ryan Yells. That is Matt Ryan Yells on the Twitter machine. Young Ed with the line of the night so far, free falling. And shout out to Olive the Fat Baby, who's been a perfect young lady so far this evening.
Let's keep it that way, right, Olive?
I know how to do this.
As I'm watching it, actually, it reminds me of the end of Ace Ventura when he beats up the mascot.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, right? It was the Falcons, because it was a bird. It was someone in a bird costume.
It was the Eagles mascot.
Eagles. Okay, yeah. He just starts swinging at him. That's exactly what we were watching.
All right, you know what? I'll just pull it up here on my I'll just watch it on my computer.
Okay, well I can do it right now. I've got it up. I got it.
Or if you can do it right now, then do it right now.
Yeah. Let me do one thing here.
Joe, I don't know if I did or not. I don't know what you mean necessarily, but Malott is very Canadian right now. I don't know what he's saying, but he is very Canadian. He is the last Canadian fighting on the fight, and he wanted to protect his house. We're the best country in the world. Canada being the best country in the world, I'm not.
Okay.
No.
Why are they calling it if
not.
you don't know, now you know? Why are you marketing that in a fight card? Make it the opener. Make it the opener. Why are you... Who books this shit? I'm starting to sound like one of these YouTube wrestling people. All of a sudden, I'm going to have like a green screen bar and a laptop that's way too small for human use.
You're going to need some time on yourself,
Here we go. You may want to mute the audio there, Chi-Chi.
Give her the title on. Put the title on. You'll be okay.
And is he spraying him with
Connor, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Apparently he wants some.
Oh my God! Oh shit! Why did he punch him when he was down?
You're going to need some time on yourself, baby.
See? The left hand! The left hand was a no!
Give her the title on. Put the title on.
Right?
You'll be okay. Here goes Bernie. Connor, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Apparently he wants some.
Knock this fucking hat on him! Conor McGregor working for the Irony Hat Company.
You're going to need.
All right, I'm turning his sound off.
Holy shit. Yeah, it took you long enough. And this video coming to us from ESPN MMA. Bruh, what? Just.
Went to the
and
hospital.
I think
wonder
it's
if he
he went to the hospital. I think it was the fall.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think he might have just fell wrong because that had to be a planned stunt. There's no way. Hey, Connor, just
Yeah, no, this
come
was
out
all
and say
planned.
hi. Right.
But he took the punch, realized, oh fuck, that's a Conor McGregor punch. Because that's like, the costume's got to have some level of protection. I'm trying to figure out if it's like a fur costume or is it like compressed air.
Oh man, that was great.
Can that motherfucker go without a week without like causing some sort of
Publicity.
incident?
No, man, he's got to be in the limelight.
For the
he's gonna
Irish
fight.
velour-wearing community, can he not, for a week, do something to make us not look like assholes? Because we're already wearing velour. It is a problem.
I'm sorry, man.
Young Ed saying no foul, no harm. Nah, there was some harm. Old boy had to go to the hospital.
Just funny.
I've never
Stanley
seen a man
Franklin.
knock the shit out of a mascot like that before.
Let me see if I can get this on the screen. Stanley Franken has a good one here. Proper 12 side effects.
The side effects. You know, I've had some proper 12. I've had some proper 12 here on the show in our prior iteration.
I personally like no foul, no harm.
Yeah.
It's very, very clever.
Yeah.
There it is.
That might be the most clever joke we've had tonight. Shout out to young Ed. Beneil Dariush looking like the dad in an indie movie going up against Charles Oliveira, who looks like he should be running for the county commissioner of Miami in our co-main event.
You're still spent over the railing accident, aren't you?
Dude, we almost saw 6 people die, and then this Conor McGregor knocked out a bird. The way this week has gone for me, this show was going to be a weird one no matter what. And I'm glad you guys are here watching along with us on, admittedly, a not so great card so far.
Yeah,
it is a
feels
1.5 fight
doesn't
card.
it? Yeah.
My goodness.
I was just.
We got
thinking
2
that. I
more
was like,
fights here tonight. What was that, Matt?
I said I was just thinking that it feels like the 2 co-mains might be the only, and actually this fight might be better than the main event.
Yeah, this is a 2-fight card. Like, they had a don't know now you know fight on a pay-per-view. If I paid $80 for a 1.5 card fight, because this is the best fight on the card, and it's no slight to Irene Aldana, but do we really? And it goes back to the problem we've had for the last 2 years, maybe even pre-pandemic, where who are the stars of the UFC? Who are the stars of this organization? Who are the stars of the sport? Francis Ngannou's in the fucking PFL. John Jones may fight again. Like, McGregor may fight Michael Chandler. Khabib retired. Who are the draws? Who are the people that will bring in?
This is what Vince is gonna, when they bring him in and he's at those board meetings, he's gonna say we have to create stars. Now, what that looks like in UFC, I mean, I don't want to see like gimmicks, but Jesus, I can see him trying to highlight people in a different way.
Well, goddamn, pal.
Yeah. You can only see
Listen,
those,
Dana.
those board meetings.
Dana,
those.
what is a Oh, Beneil Dariush. I don't know. What is that? Is that a dish? Is that some sort of hummus? Benny Danger. That's it. We'll call him Benny Danger. Can we get him a cape? What do you mean he can't come out in a cape? It's entertainment, pal.
Oh my god.
Goddamn. You work for me. You work for me, you bald son of a bitch.
They're gonna be doing underground production meetings for UFC to avoid pins. So great.
Does anybody smell testosterone and mustache wax?
Is that true, Steven? Is that really true? What you just said? McGregor going to do Dancing with the Stars?
I think he's just being facetious.
I could see that being a thing, but yeah.
John. See, I don't care that you hit a pregnant woman with your car. Well, goddamn, pal, that's good heat. But I need you to fight again, pal. It's for the company. Can you be a pal? Vince negotiating with UFC fighters.
That's gonna.
I would pay money. I would pay pay-per-view money.
Yes. And then having to go to Dana
Him
and tell Dana what he
with
did.
An agent. A fucking agent, let alone a UFC fighter. Him trying to negotiate with Ali Abdelaziz would be worth the price of a year of ESPN Plus. At minimum. Because Vince may kill him.
Right.
Like, what do you mean?
It's all too funny to me. And then it has to go to Dana and say, Dana, I made this fight. I got this guy back, and this is what we're gonna have to give up.
Dana, have you heard of Akebono? Vince is secretly a big Pride fan, and he started. What do you think of ropes, Dana? I've been talking to some interesting businessmen from the nation of Japan. The Vince McMahon Googling account. Where is Bob Sapp? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That just you can't call it that. That's anti-Semitic. Oh, I just thought you couldn't spell. Charles Oliveira walk into the octagon. I think that was a good bit. I don't know if it was a good bit, but if you want me to do more Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon booking UFC. That's our in-between Matt, our in-between fight bit that we do.
That's what the people want. My subpar at best Vince McMahon impression. My Richard Nixon doing Vince McMahon, because that's what my impression is basically. It's Richard Nixon doing Vince McMahon.
We all have one of those impressions that covers like 12 people.
Yeah. And Joe Blair making it a fair point. This era of the Laps fan is pretty much ridiculous. Bob Sapp, Stanley Franklin, Bob Sapp sitting on the edge of his bed. Probably. Beneil and Oliveira dapping each other up, dapping up their coaches. It's the number 1 and number 4 ranked lightweight in the world. This one's going to be a motherfucker of a fight, gang. We're bringing it to you in our co-main. Dariush, a -150 favorite, a slight favorite to Oliveira, who's a plus 130 underdog. So that is close. That's not a pick'em, but it's near a pick'em. I also accidentally gave myself like Gorilla Monsoon in the 1970s beard. Because I have like the neck beard and like that little swoop here. So I look like I'm about to fight San Martino for the title. And in the tail of the tape, Dariush 34, Oliveira 33. Both men 5'10". Dariush at 156, 1 pound over championship weight. Oliveira 1 pound down at 154. Oliveira 74-inch reach. Dariush with a 72-inch reach. As we get ready for our co-main event, Bruce Buffer looking like he worked at Plato's Retreat and kept the jacket. I don't know how many people are going to get a Plato's Retreat reference in 2023, but you keep trying. Steph, do you know what Plato's Retreat was?
Is it something dirty?
It is.
Oh.
It was a
Still, I don't know.
It was a club in New York. It was a fuck club in the 70s in New York.
Got it. Okay.
It was an old gay bathhouse turned into a private social club that was just a lot of fucking.
Oh, well, good for them. I
Yeah.
hope they were having a good time.
They got shut down several times.
Okay, well, then never mind.
been out
Sounds
of
about
business.
right.
I accidentally went to one of those, like a fetish party. My friends and I accidentally went to one.
Oh, yeah, you told me about this.
We just went dancing, and then we show up there. Like, oh, there's people in Git mask, and there's a woman naked having hot wax poured on her. We're 18. This is interesting. It was a party sponsored by a place called the Fetish Factory, so I don't know what we were expecting.
Oh, they did gonna make you sweat, right? CNC
The
Fetish Factory.
Fetish Factory, still in business in Florida.
Good for them.
Interesting.
Wow, that person is happy. Joe Blair, a haircut later. Matt Ryan's fighting Lou Duva. Lou Duva could beat my ass. I think Lou Duva's dead, but he could beat my
could still.
He's the one, if I've shown you the Bo Galata fight before, where he's being carried up Madison Square Garden steps in a fucking stretcher, and they almost tip him over the side. Here we go, round number 1 in the lightweight division. Head kick missed by Oliveira. Dariush hitting with a leg kick. Head kick caught by Oliveira. Dariush sent backwards. And spamming head kicks is Charles Oliveira. Dariush throwing rights and lefts now. Head kick and Dariush slips up. Dariush is sent off of his axis. He is in trouble. He looks like he's seen a ghost. And I'm not talking about the ghost of Mrs. Chicken. Ghost and Mrs. Chicken. God damn it. 4:19 left to go in the first round. 4:11. Dariush gets the Oliveira, I think, gets credited with a takedown there. Now he hooks the leg underneath the knee. Does Oliveira. Dariush now on top. Oliveira in what only could be considered a variation of the fetal position. Legs wrapped around Dariush, and Dariush trying to throw leather here. Oliveira covering up with his right arm and throwing some hammer fists from the bottom, using his long limbs to try to prop off. Dariush drops right back down and now trying to throw hammer fists onto Oliveira, who's trying to fight out of it himself, throwing an elbow at the Iranian. 3:21 left to go. Also, rest in peace, Khosrow Vaziri, a.k.a. the Iron Sheik, who passed away this past week at the age of 81. Dariush, standing, tries to trape around again in the side control, pressuring on top and spinning out, his leg completely wrapped inside the leg of Oliveira's now. Both men looking like they're trying to go for standing figure fours. Oliveira's got the ankle. Oliveira picks the ankle of Dariush. Dariush standing, but Oliveira has the ankle, trips him back down, almost snaps the ankle of Dariush, and Oliveira once again with Dariush in the in the Mormon position on top of the former lightweight champion. Throwing lefts and rights, mainly lefts, is Beneil Dariush, who is on top of Charles Oliveira. Oliveira kicking up from the bottom. He is pushing Dariush away from the bottom position, now into side control. Dariush has controlled the momentum, but 2 times in this fight, it looked like Oliveira was going to get the win either by knockout or by submission. Dariush with 2:07 left to go in our first round, looking to get and maintain the dominant position in this fight and possibly finish it in round number 1. Driving the forearm, and Dariush slamming Oliveira onto the canvas of the octagon. Pressing that forearm, significant ground strikes, 18-0 in favor of Dariush, who held onto the leg, gets kicked in the jaw for his trouble. Both men back up standing into a clinch. Dariush driven up against the fence, and knee landed in that transition by Oliveira. Oliveira now still locked up by Beneil Dariush. Dariush trying to pressure off, holding in that clinch around the neck of Oliveira. Both men will break. Minute 16 left to go in the round. Now head kick by Oliveira. Catches a few rights and lefts under the head of Dariush. Dariush looking a little verschnicked. He eats another right hand. Dariush trying to drop for the takedown. Spins out of it. Oliveira now trying to take the back of Beneil Dariush. And now he's in a standing position. Dariush in trouble. Beneil Dariush eating fists from Charles Oliveira. The former lightweight champion who's looking to close the show in round 1. And it is over. Charles Oliveira has knocked Beneil Dariush the fuck out in round number 1. Whew. That was a fight.
Damn.
Dariush looking worse for wear. Got pulled off the game plan, got pulled off of what he wanted to do, was not able to maintain focus. Oliveira dragged him into his fight, and when it counted, the former world champion made sure to get the win. And now an opportunity again to hold the 155-pound crown. And Dariush, a game fight there, almost had to win a few times in that first round. But ever since that first moment where Dariush got sent backwards by Oliveira, it was Oliveira's fight to lose. And he showed up and showed out here and got the win in our co-main event. That's how I saw it. The tempo of the fight changed when Dariush got that shot to the head. Because once that happened, Oliveira knew exactly what he wanted to do. And Oliveira going into the crowd and celebrating with fans in the stands here, I think that's a close friend or a brother. He is hugging someone with a merce. And they got to get him back into the cage for the official decision. But there's missing and then coming in with that head kick. And even though Dariush had his hand covering it, it just sent him back. And when he tried to tuck his chin back, but the power of Oliveira, just again and again, Dariush doing all the right things, but just the timing, the precision, and the power of Charles Oliveira was a wave of mutilation and took out Beneil Dariush like a cannonball to get the win. And Dariush was the favorite. I could see him being the favorite, but it's hard to count out a guy who only lost his championship because of the scale. And he was under, too. He walked in under. He was 154.
Interesting.
And I agree with Steven Chapman. Charlie Olives deserves another title shot. I think he deserved an immediate one when he lost to Islam. I agree. Let's run that one back. Makhachev and Oliveira. That one would be awesome. And Oliveira talking with his translator and translating to Beneil Dariush. Wow, what a fight. What a fucking fight.
There was a lot of action in one round.
That saved the show. That, to be completely honest, that saved the show for me.
You know what else I noticed? There is a lot of Brazilians in Vancouver.
Shout out to Bruce. That makes a lot of sense. It's a big market for them, and that's a big reason why.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
with Nunes headlining, and
Yeah. That's the 17th first-round finish of Oliveira's career. That is impressive. Guys, if you missed that fight, you missed out on Charles Oliveira proving that he belongs still in the upper tier of the 155-pound weight class. What a fight. Not necessarily the most exciting card of the year by any stretch of the imagination. But before we take our accidental summer hiatus for the month of July, Oliveira now stands tied with Donald Cerrone and Vanderlei Silva as the most tied for second with the most finishes in the history of Strikeforce, Pride, UFC, and WEC, and only stands behind Mirko Cro Cop. It's Mirko Cro Cop, then Charles Oliveira, all time in finishes in the history of the UFC, the WEC, Strikeforce, and Pride. And when you think about the names who walked through all of those organizations' doors, and for it to be Oliveira right there in the same breath is Vanderlei Silva, Vanderlei Silva, not Silver, and Donald Cerrone, the cowboy, on top of being right behind Mirko Cro Cop. That was less than 3 minutes, I want to say. How long was that? How long was the round? When did they call the fight, Matt?
It's 4:10 of round one. So there was
4 minutes and 10 seconds into the round.
Yep. Yeah, we could have just hung on for
nuts.
Another 50 seconds. But oops.
That was nuts. Shout out to young Ed. Young Ed making some money finally. Shout out to you, Ed. I'm glad one of them paid off for you tonight. At least one of them. But we're getting ready for our main event. It is just past midnight, 12:07 here in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. And I think before the main event, I'm going to take a quick run. Steph, do you want to talk with the people for a minute while I
Want to? No, it's fine. That's okay.
Take a look at all my stuff. You can see it on the screen, Steph. Just start coming up with stories.
What do you mean all of your stuff?
What?
Take a look at all of your stuff. Oh, that stuff. That's what you mean.
What you think
I thought there was something on the screen. I thought maybe the other Matt number 2, put something up.
I did. Someone did.
And also I'm on delay, so I'm still staring at his face, at his very ginger beard before he walked away.
We can figure something out. We should figure something out so we can fix that.
I'm in a much better mood that the game is over and that the Knights are one game away.
You're not
from
teeth
bringing home
chattering
the cup.
anymore?
What?
I said you're not teeth chattering anymore, going, oh God, don't score.
No,
'Cause
I was like
scored.
sitting on the I was sitting on the floor gripping the bottom of the recliner. Like, I can't watch. And as soon as it was over, the Panthers started a fight. So it was a giant brawl. And then
they were like an inch from tying that, just so you know.
Were they?
They were.
And then it would have gone into overtime and it would have been driven me nuts. So, and then Florida fans decided to throw a bunch of toy rats. I don't know why they had them. I don't get it. I'm from the state.
Yeah, that's their new tradition.
To
They
throw
started
rats.
not too long. Yeah, they're plastic rats they're selling now, and they're making money off of them. So they can throw them on the ice.
Just, there you go.
I don't know.
I am from Florida. I'm originally from Florida. The behavior does not surprise me.
Hey,
So
in Michigan, in Detroit, the Red Wing games, they throw octopuses. So, hey,
real octopuses?
real, they go, yep. The stores had to limit how many octopuses people could buy back when we were a Stanley Cup contender every year. Because people would take them to the
Ew,
games.
like
and
real,
just,
not
yeah,
stuffed
like,
toys. They threw
no,
real.
like real. Go to the fishmonger. Say, I'm going to the game tonight. I need an octopus. Correct.
Real
That
fishy, slimy aliens, and they just threw them into. Okay.
Yes.
I mean,
And
were they
throw 'em
dead?
on-
Like, why do you buy an octopus?
Oh, they were dead. They just pulled them right out of the. Yeah, they pulled them right out of the tank, and they would throw them on the ice, and they'd be slimy and gross, and the rink attendant would have to pick them up, and he got good at it to where he was swirling them over his head as he carried them off the ice. Yeah.
Is there
And
a reason that you buy octopi?
Tradition. It was some sort of tradition. It had to do with
No.
eight
Like,
legs.
why do they sell them? Like if not to throw, but like, why do you have to buy an octopus? Not as a pet. Like,
Well, there's actually a funny story about that.
mhm.
In 1961, Gordie Howe
That
got
was the
caught
backstory.
fucking a
There it
squid.
is.
I'm like, I knew it wasn't real. I'm just. I just let him go. I'm like, I know it's not. I want to know a real answer. Why does the fishmonger sell octopus?
What do you mean? It's totally plausible that Gordie Howe fucked a squid.
What is he, Richard Gere in the Simpsons universe? No, who was fucking the fish? It was Troy McClure.
Yes.
Who does that kind of thing with fish?
They throw the squid on the ice.
No, I understand. I'm just wondering why they're being sold in the first. I could not.
How do you get it in the building?
I don't know where I
can't
would
bring-
go if I wanted to go buy an octopus, even
I
for
couldn't bring
fun.
a pre-roll in the Madison Square Garden,
Right.
allegedly, maybe. Like I've been to the Garden as a fan and as press, and that metal detector experience feels like you're in fucking Kennedy Airport.
Oh, I'm so stupid. Right, to eat. Yeah, you're. I hate calamari. It didn't even occur to me. Yeah, wait, if you want to make it, you have to go fucking buy an octopus and then go fry it. Ugh, so disgusting.
Well, here's the thing: is that's a delicacy that's probably very expensive. So the fact that
Calamari.
people are willing to spend money to go do it, and then take the chance that they won't be able to get in the game because they got caught with it.
They just have a slimy alien in their pocket.
Yeah.
It's a good Mountain Goat song.
I'm Matt Ryan. The other voices you hear with Stephanie Sotilli and MG Geek. We've had a fun and odd show so far tonight.
Are they going to make us wait again until 12:45 to start the
No, they're in the
fucking
video
fight?
package now. They're going to do this and then go home.
Can we get out of
I've
get out
got
of here
to get
early
up
for once?
at 7 o'clock in the fucking morning. It is midnight
I would
now.
love for Amanda
Never.
just to end this like in
No slight to
Like,
Irene Aldana, but do the job, please. Please.
lay down.
I'll be your friend. I'll give you this belt. Do you want this one? Zarian's got like 20 of these. We'll give you one of these.
I still laugh every time he touts that belt. I'm like, how many of those do you have made? Not my money.
But we see Irene Aldana from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, the home of Canelo Alvarez. They're showing she likes to commit violence with her hands because she is wearing the Cleto Reyes gloves, and she got a liver kick from the bottom. That's fucked. Like that, to be that talented and violent to where you kick someone from your back in the liver.
Oh, I remember that. I think we covered that, didn't we? Was that on
I
here?
think
Was
so.
that on one of the?
I
remember
want to say
thinking
yes.
A liver kick just ended a fight, and I know we've seen that before, but
Yeah, dangada, dangada, dangada. But the last time we saw Amanda Nunes, she got her title back. And
Yeah.
it was a goddamn blood pinata. And
You just
yeah,
saw
this
stuff
is
Juliana
near the end
Pena's
of the
been
road
saying.
for Amanda.
Mm.
Why does she look like she's at a press? Like her jacket is giving indie rock heroin, not the NE, not IN.
I
It
want
has
them
been
to
an
show that
odd.
press con- That's not the press
Yeah.
conversation. I want the one where she looks like.
I think that was the
Oliveira.
initial one announcing the fight or announcing the change
Right.
because initially it was supposed to be a rematch with Juliana Pena, but
Yeah.
Pena got pulled and now it's Aldana.
Well, did you see all the stuff that Pena's been saying the last couple days? Right. Just basically just
That she's a
trash.
boring fighter.
Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't draw and all this stuff. She's trying to strum up that match or that rematch.
Yeah, it goes into a larger contextual point that I've had about mixed martial arts.
Mm-hmm.
For years, there are a sufficient lack of draws. And we've had this conversation ad nauseum on this show. Oh, yeah, Stacy Chisholm. Yeah, Stephen Keller. I'm having the weirdest sense of deja vu. This exact scenario happened in a dream once. And that is frightening. Nah, I don't like that. But Aldana will... Macy Chiasson. Yeah, Macy Chiasson, Stephen. And Irene Aldana, you could see the jitters or just that energy there, making that walk to the octagon. Shout out to the dude with the My Chemical Romance haircut in the year of our Lord 2023.
Oh God, Joe Blair, this is good.
Imagine Vince trying to mine UFC nostalgia. Hello. Yes, I'd like to make a collect call to the California Bureau of Prisons. Mr. Jason. Hey, pal. Where's Taylor Tooley? Or Ludwig Borka? He's dead, right? Oh, he fought here. Goddamn, pal.
Hey, real quick, Matt. Do you have anything you want to say about the Iron Sheik before we get this started? Because I think
yeah,
we
man,
can
like
tie this to UFC a little bit. Because I think if there would have been UFC in the '60s, he would have been doing.
Oh
it.
yeah, no. In the 1970s, like a guy like Khosrow Vaziri would have killed in the UFC. Greco-Roman and freestyle champion, both in AAU and at the Olympic level. You've heard it before if you've heard the shoots. A Paul Bunyan-esque figure. That generation of pro wrestler developed these larger-than-life humans, not only because of the fact that they were major pro wrestlers, but just the tall tales that would follow them or the calamity that would follow them. Just these authentic and unique personalities stuck with the artifice of the larger-than-life atmosphere of the WWF without the pointy shoes or the rambling promos or all of the anti-Arab sentiment fomented by the Ayatollah. Khosrow Vaziri as a person was a complex, engaging, and original human being. We were better as a society for having him. I wish that there were things that would have been better to help save him, that would have come at earlier in his life in his intervention. But Sheiky was Sheiky. I met him once while I was an intern on a very interesting day in radio history. I will leave it at that. But
interesting. So here's a question to kind of close us out. Better rookie class, 2002 OBW or 1972 Vern Gagne AWA?
Well, in that Gagne class, you had Flair, you had Steamboat, you had Khosrow.
Brian Belair, I believe, and someone else that I'm probably missing.
It's a push because Flair and Steamboat being in that class, they defined 2 generations of wrestling.
Yeah. Well, we're getting
and have become. Yeah, it's hard. It's certainly difficult because.
But it's a good question, isn't it? Isn't it good? I just thought.
Yeah, it's an apples to chainsaws comparison, to be completely honest.
It is in a way. You're right.
Because you can't directly compare them because how they got into the business.
Yeah. Contextually, they're two different eras in a way.
Yeah. Just how they got into the business, where they were in the business. There's a lot of similarities and a lot of overarching differences, but 2 of the defining generations of pro wrestling came out of there. And if Steve Taylor survived his myriad of issues and was able to be the talent that Gagne thought he was, there's a lot of what could have been from situations like that. And Amanda Nunes, one of 3 female Brazilian champions in UFC history, born in Bahia, Brazil, is now getting ready to make that walk into the octagon. She is getting prepared. She's got very shiny cobalt blue headphones.
I was going to say, those headphones look really nice. That's all I took out of that.
I always found that to be a bit redundant because you choose your walkout song. That's supposed to be the song that gets you hyped up, but then you wear headphones. It's a confounding thing in this game of life.
No, you know what I think it is? I think that she does that more for the noise canceling, so she doesn't hear the crowd.
Well, yeah.
Just to kind of get her psyched
I
up.
know, and also it's a marketing ploy.
Of course.
I believe her wife is there with her. Nunes, bantam and featherweight champion, most wins. This win tonight would give her the most wins in UFC women's history. She already has the record for the most finishes in UFC women's history. If you're just joining us, I'm Matt Ryan. We're getting ready for our main event here tonight. So glad and grateful that you are joining us on a Saturday. Hopefully you and yours are doing well, whether you are riding the Pride Highway or sitting at home, smoking a little something, drinking a little something. We're glad you were spending time with us. Look at that very tall man from the Athletic Commission. That is a tall man. I think that's the doctor. Fucking Club Soda Kenny if he was the doctor. Yeesh. We'll talk about some props here. Nunes to win by knockout or TKO, plus 120. Nunes to win by submission, plus 400. Nunes to win by decision, plus 275. So a lot of people are watching the knockout or the TKO as the prop to watch in this main event, the most sure odds, as it were. And let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Nunes 35, Aldana 35. Slight height advantage for Aldana, 5'9" to 5'8". Both coming in at championship weight, 135 pounds. And Nunes with a 69-inch reach. Aldana with a slight reach disadvantage by a half inch at 68 and a half. Bruce Buffett walking in like the fanciest bitch this side of the Upper East. He sachets in, and it is just a delightful thing to witness. Mike Bell, Sal D'Amato, and Chris Lee are the referees. Dan Margagliata, the judges, and Margagliata, the referee. And that was on screen for, I think, 2 seconds. They showed the judges for 2 seconds. Marathon Refrigeration in the chat. Thanks for all you do, Matt. My new phone makes it harder to donate. It pissed me off, but I'll get it to you next time. The next time we'll be with you is in August. But thank you, Marathon Refrigeration. The only way you can do that without having to deal with that is go to patreon.com/Dan A. White. That's patreon.com/Dan A. White. And so a way to direct us support us directly. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I'm cooked. But thank you so much for joining us here as we await for the main event. Whether you're a first time or a long time or sadly a last time, we're glad you're joining us as we get ready to yell at our televisions in our main event. Also, what do you guys think of the new studio? This was Steph's suggestion to move the show in here, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. And I have a really cool to have like this different stuff on the set and the lights and all this other stuff.
Breaking news. Steph is smarter than you.
Oh no, that's broken news. That's freezing cold takes. That's
I had to give my
been
2
a
cents.
thing. Well, no, you're not wrong. You're correct to say it. I'm not going to deny you the fact to say it, but it is a very real fact.
You were very smart about a lot of things.
Yes, I know.
However,
I'm not denying that I'm smart.
yes.
I'm saying you're smarter than I.
If you have a woman in your life, more than likely she has been correct more often than not. You should listen to her.
Mm-hmm.
That's sound advice for most people.
Yes. Especially if they're holding a gun at your head. Just in general. That's never happened to me. But still, you tend to listen to a person with a gun pointed to your head more often than not. Unless you know how many bullets are in the gun. Then it's a completely different conversation. Joe Blair, that is a Francesa level cold take.
I try. So is this going to make it out of the first round? That's the question I have.
I like the under. I like the under. Marathon Refrigeration, I like the studio, but it could be rats mating, and I'd still tune in. If that's not a sound endorsement for this show, I don't know what is. And here we go with the start of round number 1. They'll touch gloves and stand in the center of the octagon. Nunes with both of her ankles wrapped. Aldana with her tootsies painted. Kick to the midsection by Nunes. Kick to the ankle by Nunes. Throwing the left hand is Aldana. That'll miss. Kick to the hip. Circling around now. Left hand thrown by Nunes won't land. Push kick by Aldana. Kick missed by Aldana to the ankle of Nunes. Head kick missed by Nunes. Push kick missed by Nunes, but it gets Aldana's attention. Scantly getting out of the way of that one was the challenger. Excuse me, my apologies. Feigning the knee is Nunes. Aldana in the center of the octagon. Both fighters circling, trying to find each other into a rhythm. Push kick by Nunes lands. Aldana still in the center of the octagon. Neither fighter looking to go to the ground here. Nunes, as soon as I say that, Nunes gets a takedown, but Aldana spinneroonies her way out of it back to a vertical base. Kick to the midsection by Nunes. Ankle kick missed by Aldana. Left-right combination by the champion. Landing the right faintly, not the left fully. Missing the left was Aldana. Throwing the left was Nunes. Once again with the left hand by Nunes. Overhand right stopped by Nunes. She stopped before she finished the punch and then follows up with a kick to the midsection. Once again, feigning the strikes. The champion bleeding from the nose already. Saying Aldana, pointing out to Aldana that she did get got, but some swelling on the face of the challenger. Straight left landed by Nunes. Inside leg kick by Aldana. Punch to the midsection by Nunes. Push kick by Nunes to the stomach.
Nunes looks so
Leg
much
kick
more
by
imposing.
Nunes. Nunes looking to be the aggressor here with 2:11 left to go in round number 1. Spinning back kick and followed up by a back fifth, both not landing cleanly. Left hand missed by Nunes. 2 minutes now remain in the first round. Stanley Franklin asking if the challenger has a chance. Anybody has a chance once you're inside the cage. Whether how much of a chance, that one's a hard one to wager. Nunes did open as a minus 500 favorite, walked into the cage minus 330. Left hand thrown by Nunes. 93 seconds left to go now. Missing the left hand was Nunes. Trying to take the single leg into an overhand left, but not going, was Aldana. Minute 24 left to go in round number 1. Left hand landed by Nunes. Feigned the right, could not complete it. Another left hand, push kick right hand by Aldana. Another one followed up by Nunes. A left hand landed by Aldana. Minute 12 left to go in the round. Nunes steps inside with the left, lands to the left. Aldana keeping her hands up and open. Right hand landed by Aldana. Push kick missed by the champion. Under a minute now left to go in round number 1. 58 seconds to be exact. Standing, switching up her stance is Nunes, alternating left and right, now leading with the left hand. .42 seconds now. Standing in the center, push kick missed by Nunes. Missing with the left was Nunes. 23-5, the significant strike ratio in Nunes' favor. 25 seconds left to go in the round. Aldana showing off her striking skills. Right hand landed by Nunes. Kicks at the ankle of Aldana. Kick landed and then followed up by a left hand from Nunes after the kick by Aldana. 9 seconds left to go in the round. Feigning with the lefts and rights. Feigning up that leg kick was Nunes. And we will go to round number 2 with Nunes getting in the last strike. Aldana getting one right at the end of the round. Didn't know if it fully landed as we go to round number 2 here in Las Vegas. I would say that's a 10-9 round.
Oh, shit. Oh, my bad.
That was a fair reaction. Whoa, indeed. But a 10-9 round.
All right,
and we'll take a look at some chats here. Matt Ryan and friends. It could be Rats mating Thursdays on the Ocho. As we look here, let's take a look at the stats. We see some stats. We saw some stats. Did not know those were up on the screen until it was too late. But Nunes leading here in the round. As we head into round number 2 of 5, you can see some swelling on the face of the champion, but you can see it's more pronounced. You can look underneath the left eye. You can see a welt starting to form right here on Aldana's eye. As we begin round number 2, both fighters standing in the center of the octagon. Leading with the right hand is Nunes. Push kick with the left, switching up her stance again. Aldana trying to use her distance and close inside. Left hand by the champion. Champion trying to play a little bit of a physical keep away. Kick at the ankle. Left-right combination followed by another left from the champion. 4:20 left to go as Aldana trying to blaze past the champion and turn the momentum of this fight around. But it has been difficult so far for Irene Aldana. Trying to pull the single leg and pushing away is Nunes. Four minutes now, leg kick by Aldana. Left-right combination. push kick, and now Nunes landing 4 straight strikes. Aldana missing with the right, another left hand landed by the champion. Going after the knee was Amanda Nunes. You can see some swelling on the left knee of Irene Aldana. Not pronounced, but it's there. Oh, and again, hacking at the knee is the champion. Trying to just dislocate and straighten that knee out. Throwing a right hand landed by Nunes. Again, going after the knee of Aldana. Kicking right at that knee. Putting the middle of her foot right through. Trying to kick through the knee of Aldana. Much like when the Owen Hart said he kicked the leg out of Brett's leg. That's what the champion is trying to do here to Irene Aldana. Investigate 3:11 left to go in the second round. 16, 13, and 7 in terms of head, body, and leg strikes from Nunes. 4-0 and 3 for Irene Aldana. It is, and feigning the takedown and suckering in Aldana, eating a couple of shots and then another shot to the leg. Left hand by Nunes. Again attacking the knee. 2:39 left to go. Nunes making Aldana plot with every step. Steps inside and throws some forearms as the champion. 2:25 left to go. Going for the takedown. Going after that knee. And sends Aldana to the canvas. She gets right back up. Keeping her hands up and then eats a shot to the stomach from the legs of Nunes. Again, going after the knee of Aldana is Nunes, and you're starting to see more and more that swelling and the inflammation of that attack, and taking out the ankle again, just kicking right at the ankle bone is Amanda Nunes. Under 2 minutes left to go now. Aldana lands a shot to the ankle, eats a left and a right, needs a knee. Aldana checking her nose, but the champion finding herself in a pocket here when 1:44 left to go in 2:05. Leading with the left was Aldana. She won't land. Nunes continuing to put the pressure on with 93 seconds left to go in the round. Left thrown by Aldana. 90 seconds now exactly left to go in the round. Lefts and rights missed by the champ, but they were thrown with impunity. Another right hand thrown by Nunes. That one lands. Minute 15 left to go. Kick to the stomach by Nunes. Sign of respect there from either fighter. Looked like it might have caught them a little bit lower than they anticipated. Left to the body, right to the head. Aldana covering her face. Gets another straight left from the champion right to the nose. The champion in a pocket here, just waiting out Aldana. Will she walk her down or will she try to close the show between now and the end of round 5? Another right hand from the champion. Right in the face of Aldana. 39 seconds left to go. Kick to the midsection. Right hand, left hand. And Aldana, it's a significant strike accuracy. 45-24 in round 1 in Nunes' favor. 47-25 in round 2 in Nunes' favor. Both of them getting a increase, but not a exceedingly high one for Aldana. An uppercut into a left hand, undercutting the overhead kick, ducking it, and now Nunes taking Aldana down, letting her get back up with 10 seconds left to go in the round. Kick to the midsection one more time. Kick to the ankle again by Nunes. This has been a dissection in round number 2 by the champion, and they will go to the corner. Taking a look at the chat here, Stephen Chapman saying, when Nunes wins, should she just retire? I feel like there's nothing else for her to prove. No one we really want to see her fight except Valentina. We've seen that fight already, but Stanley Franklin saying the rubber match with Pena. I completely agree. The women I agree that the women's division has 0 stars, and Joe Blair asking, is this the start of Vince's Inokiism phase? Oh my God.
I popped at that a little bit.
Hey, pal, I'm going to be fighting. Is
Stand
Ted Turner still alive?
There we go.
Where is Riddick Bowe? I would like to fight him to prove that my style of combat sports is the most elite.
Riddick Bowe.
Where is Dwight Muhammad Kawi? Is Mark Coleman still alive? Get Don on the phone. Where are those pictures I was supposed to see? Did Full Send do some sort of stupid deal with UFC? That's for Cock the podcast. So we got to round 3. We're almost in championship rounds. If you like my voice, listen to me tomorrow on the A7FL playoffs on a7fl.tv. You can search us on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. And also follow Stephanie Sotilli on Twitter and TikTok. She is very funny at Steph Sotilli. Just search God's Unwanted Daughter, and that should lead you to her. And follow MG at 2Fight Forever on your favorite social media platform, except Mi Gente. 4:25 left to go in round number 3. Nunes continuing to dictate the pace, landing a left hand. Uppercut missed by Nunes. And yes, I would watch Vince McMahon versus Mitch Blood Green any day of the week. Follow with the right and then the left. Aldana looking to switch things up. Left and then the right. Nunes, significant body strike, 16-0. She is outstriking 16-0. And significant body strikes in this fight. Nunes lands the left. Once again, standing in the center of the octagon. Left hand. Nunes looking comfortable in a pocket. Aldana has kept her hands up the majority of this fight. Has not been able to come out of that shell and change the momentum for anything longer than a few seconds. Head kick missed by Aldana. 3:16, what left to go in the round? Nunes gets the takedown. Aldana trying to change it up. Gets back up, but Nunes scooping and slamming, setting Aldana right down on her tuchus, and now trying to climb up and finish this fight. Aldana in trouble. Nunes now passing Sarah McMahon for the most takedowns in UFC bantamweight history with 28. Looking to add another record to her career. She's added one. She's looking to add one more, as we talked about a few moments ago at the start of this fight, looking for the most wins for a female fighter in UFC history. Nunes trying to lock into submission, wrapping her arms around the shoulders of Irene Aldana, throwing 2 forearms into the face of Aldana. Aldana trying to posture out, trying to pressure herself out of there after eating shot after shot from the champion. 2:07 left to go. Another forearm by Nunes. Aldana on her back, almost getting pulled into a guillotine, trying to avoid the submission attempt. Both of them standing, and Aldana sent right back down by Nunes. And Nunes is just pissed off right now that Aldana won't just give up, that Aldana will continue to persist. Aldana standing, it looked like for a second Nunes was going to go for a Boston Crab or a goddamn sharpshooter. Pressing Aldana up against the fence, both at a vertical base. Aldana near the Luther Campbell position. Pressing Aldana up against the cage. And now Aldana gets taken down onto her tuchus. And now going for the submission is Nunes. Pressing right on top of Irene Aldana's Amanda Nunes. Locking the right leg and trying to keep Aldana trapped. Trying to pull the choke here at UFC 289. Walk home with the win. Minute 9 left to go in the third round. Aldana in trouble. Nunes trying to pull the arm bar from a quixotic position where she's standing practically on her head. And Aldana will slip out of it, will land the left hand, and Nunes will get right back up and throw a right-left combination. Aldana's corner, urging her to fight on. Aldana looking in trouble, just hunched over, her hands are up. She looks discombobulated. Going up against Nunes, forearm and elbow, pardon me, from Nunes. Looks like she's playing with her food at this point. Aldana continuing to push forward. Right, then followed by a left from Nunes. Another left hand. Aldana caught up in the spotlight, throwing the right hand. Throws the left. Nunes might be getting some raspberry jam underneath the eye. Aldana starting to put pressure. Right hand over and just spamming right hands was Nunes, and in a left hand, this round is over. 3 rounds down, we are entering the championship rounds, and this has been a long night for Irene Aldana as she walks to a neutral corner. This has been all Amanda Nunes for 99% of the 3 rounds. As we enter the championship rounds, it will be really interesting to see if Aldana can maintain for the next 10 minutes and try to pull out a miracle. If you're looking at the scorecards now, it is an uphill battle for Aldana, who needs to finish this fight in the next 2 rounds. If you ended this fight now, it would be a unanimous decision for Nunes. So even if she wins the next 2 rounds 10-9, 10-9, more than likely Amanda Nunes will walk out still a double champion in the UFC.
Look at those stats. Pretty telling.
We'll see here on the stats. Nunes landing 85 of 165 total strikes. 82 of those were significant strikes. 161 of her total thrown strikes were significant. Aldana's thrown 25 of 80, landed 25 of 87, 23 of 85 total strikes. And the control time, 2:11 to 3 seconds.
That's what's going to win it right there.
Nunes has taken 4 of 7 takedowns. So just over 50% of her takedowns have landed so far. Going after that knee again, Aldana's lead leg has been hacked at all fight by Nunes. Nunes getting a kick to the ankle from Aldana. Aldana kick to the midsection one more time. Over 30 seconds gone by here in our 4th round of 5 for the UFC Bantamweight title. Left hand, and then follow it up by an Aldana uppercut after the left from Nunes, following with the right, missed by Aldana. Trying to go for the takedown. Nunes getting Aldana on her bicycle right hand, and Nunes teeing off lefts and rights. Aldana in trouble. Aldana looking continued to be discombobulated, keeping her hands up, but eating another left hand and another left hand from the champion. Nunes is finding that left hand, breaking through the defenses, finding it like a barn door, wide open for the champion. 3:45 left to go in the round. Left hand thrown by Nunes. 3:35 left to go. Time winding down here. Takedown attempt by Nunes, and can't get it. Aldana will back away from it.
Aldana's got good
3:20 left to
takedown
go.
defense. I'll say that.
No, her takedown defense has been pretty stellar so far tonight. 3:10 followed up by the left hand from Aldana.
Nunes looks just so much more
Chapman
imposing
saying
than anyone else.
Yeah. There's levels to it. I think I saw either Felder or Cormier talk about Aldana's eyes and how she didn't look locked in as she eats another left hand from Nunes. That left hand has been on point all fight for the champion. I wanted to go to this comment from Stephen Chapman. I swear if we get a last-second, 5th-round knockout on Nunes, I'll cry. That would be one of
the biggest upsets of all time.
Yep. Aldana taken down, tried to slip the arm of Nunes. Nunes now just showing that she can do it. Looking to see what Aldana will do. She gets a right hand trying to get up. And now Nunes will press Aldana up against the fence. 104 to 29 is a significant strike difference. 104 to 29. Aldana slips another takedown attempt from Nunes. Kick to the knee. Push kick. Circling around. Minute 33 left to go. Right-left combination by the champion. Another right hand 2 right hands find home. Nunes eating a couple of shots from Aldana, but a knee from the champion and another left hand from the champion. Trying to feint the takedown. Right-left combination from Nunes to Aldana. Missing with the right hand. Right, 65% so far in significant strike accuracy for Nunes. Only 33, a third of Aldana's significant strikes are landing. Another forearm and then a push kick from Nunes. 52 seconds left to go in the 4th and penultimate round of UFC 289. Another left hand from Aldana to Nunes. From Nunes to Aldana, pardon me. Right uppercut to the body and an overhand left. 35 seconds left to go. Into the Muay Thai clinch, a knee and then a right hand from the champion. 30 seconds now in the 4th round. Significant strike ratio now in this round. It's 45-12. Before that, 25-6, 31-8, and 26-9 from round 1 to 3. Right hand to the body, and that one had to suck. I saw the power from that right hand right into the ribs of Aldana. 10 seconds, rights and lefts thrown by Nunes. Amanda Nunes fighting, and Aldana's got a warrior spirit. Spinning back elbow connects to the head of Aldana, and I have no idea how the fuck she's standing. Round 4 is over. Wow. What?
Damn.
A performance from Amanda Nunes, and what toughness from Irene Aldana. Aldana showing her spirit here tonight. Not able to connect. She is not. It's a 131-35. Nunes has landed 94 more significant strikes than Aldana has. That may be one of the biggest differentials in modern UFC history. I don't know what the record is, but this feels like a record-breaking performance from Amanda Nunes.
Yeah.
As you can see, the swelling in Aldana's face. It is like watching when Joanna Jędrzejczyk's head.
Clinic. Right?
She's getting the handsome Squidward right now.
Yeah.
Well, what was that?
I said it's more of a clinic than anything else, right?
Yeah, this has been the Amanda Nunes show, and we enter round 5. So if you bet the over, congratulations.
She knows it too. She's like, yeah, I won this.
But she can't leave the barn door open. She's either got to close the show or dominate for the next 440. Takedown attempt by Nunes not going. Needed a body by Aldana. She'll get tackling dummied into the fence, and there's the trick takedown from Nunes. Nunes now on top. Aldana trying to press Nunes away from her, pushing her away, kicking to the midsection, trying to get something going here is Aldana, who has a slight chance, a infinitesimal chance to steal this fight here tonight and get the stoppage win, get a submission. Four minutes left to go in the fight. 3:57 and counting, and Nunes trying to keep the pressure going here. Driving Aldana into the canvas, more right hands. Lane Media asking a great question, actually. How can you keep a high guard and have all that facial damage? Amanda Nunes hits really hard and really accurately, so she'll find the space to do it. 3:15 left to go in the round, and Nunes from top position throwing with impunity on Irene Aldana. Ultimate Fighting Entertainment. The revolutionary force in combat sports entertainment.
No, don't throw that in the world, Matt. No.
It was Joe Blair who did that, not me. 244. Aldana pressed up against the fence, now on the ground, trying to kick her legs up to try to get anywhere but on the canvas as Nunes continues to smother and cover Irene Aldana here like it was the local Vancouver fucking Cracker Barrel. And there you see Juliana Pena in the crowd watching the fight, looking bored as shit.
On brand of what she said,
Wanting
right?
that rubber match. Calling for that rubber match. Nunes punching right at the ribs of Aldana. Not stopping that onslaught onto the rib cage and then landing a couple of shots to the face for good measure. With now a minute 47 until Amanda Nunes is given back her championships and we all go to bed. Minute 39 now. What? She looks exhausted. She's been getting her ass whipped for 23 and a half minutes. 140 significant strikes from Amanda Nunes that beats her prior best of 124. Aldana now almost gave up the back, but quickly remembered where she was and what she was doing, and to not do that. A minute 6 now. Nunes on top, trying to posture up or just completely smother and cover Irene Aldana, throwing a couple of rights and landing 2 sharp lefts with 52 seconds left to play. And all of the fat baby has taken over the moderation station. So be nice in the chat or Olive will ban your ass. 40 seconds left to go. Right hands, from the champion. 33 seconds now. Aldana showing all the effects of 140 significant strikes from Amanda Nunes. Some more now from the champion. Driving and then pressing that forearm and continuing to throw heavy blows is the champion. And with 7 seconds left to go, punching right into the chest. Just punching right into the fucking bones of Irene Aldana. And this fight is over. And after 25 minutes, Amanda Nunes was about to leave the cage and is walking on over to her wife. And going over to John Anik, giving John Anik a kiss on the head. Going over to Dana White. And that looks like George Santos. I don't know who that is, but it looks like George Santos.
Had the best comment here. Another pig to the slaughter. Just like another one.
And a shout out to Young Ed. Have a good night, bro. Congrats on the math. And if you want to send that along, patreon.com/Dan A. White. That's patreon.com/Dan A. White. And Nunes trying to find her way back into the cage. Dapping up Aldana's team because she got lost on her way to the parking lot. And there's Amanda Nunes' wife and daughter.
So she's retiring, dude.
Yeah, you think so?
She just told Dana something. Yeah, she just told Dana something.
Unless she wants Pena. One more and I'm done. Well, we'll see. We're going to see what the official call is here. But we'll take a look at the replay. Nunes was just... If you are going to go out, you go out in a performance like this where you completely
where you just
decimate
say,
an
no
opponent and you leave him wanting more.
I'm just going to... Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it could also be out of spite, too, to spite Juliana Pena.
Yeah.
Say, oh, you think I'm not a draw? All right, I'm gone now. Where's your leverage power with Dana?
That's going to open that division wide up if
It will,
goes away.
but who's going to step up to fill the superstar gap? Who's going to be the elite athlete?
Someone. I was looking on Twitter. I was trying to find like up-to-date round by round results, and someone had posted that. Why is this the main event, Dana White? Because it was so boring, and I'm like, because it's Amanda Nunes, and this is unprecedented stuff.
And Amanda Nunes hugging someone. I don't know who that was. Someone from her team. Let's go to... Yeah.
That's why I think she's retiring. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, and she's holding hands with her wife. Yeah, 50-44. 50-44, 50-44, 50-43.
Oh, my God. There was a 10-7 in there, wasn't there? There
was a 10-7. And Amanda Nunes going up to Dana White, giving him a hug. What a dominant performance from Amanda Nunes.
Joe Blair. Oh, dear. That'd be terrible, Joe.
Oh, she's calling for her glove. Yeah, she wants her gloves cut off. This is it. Wow. Yeah, she's laying the belts down in the middle. Wow. And they're going to... Yo, don't get your thumb cut off on pay-per-view, lady.
People are like groaning, going, are you really doing this right now? So that 145 title's going bye-bye.
Yeah.
Unless Dana has somebody that can fill it, it's going bye-bye.
Tonight is a perfect night to retire and leave happy forever. Amanda Nunes is hanging it up. Amanda Nunes, after losing her title to Juliana Pena, getting her title back. You see the cut man cutting off the wraps and the gloves. The gloves are off. She has laid them down in the center of the octagon next to her two belts. She is now bowing and kissing her championships. This is the end of a career of what you would want to say is a once-in-a-generation athlete, but the determination of what makes a generation is...
Wow.
The determination of what makes a generation is up in the air at this point, but we will never see another Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes was a disruptor of this sport for the time she took out Ronda Rousey to right now when she puts her titles down in the middle of the ring and walks away. This sport needs more Amanda Nunes. This sport needs more stars. This sport needs more personalities and people who can exude passion about this sport. We are beyond the days of the big fight push, but we need them back. We need more Connors. We need more Rondas. We need more people that when we pay $80, there's an investment there that will be a dividend of a great fight and a great card.
Put it back.
But an epic career done, an epic night of fights done. We will walk away for tonight, and we will be back in August. Enjoy UFC 290 and 291, whether here on Matman or just watching them yourselves. If you want more of me, watch me on the A7FL tomorrow, a7fl.tv at 1 p.m. Eastern. We got 3 games on the docket tomorrow. Follow Steph on Twitter. She's fucking hilarious at Steph Sotilli. Steph, thank you as always for being the cornerstone of this Fakakta fun show and being intrepidly hilarious each time you're on. And also, thank you to MG Geek. Follow him at 2Fight Forever. But for all of us here at Matmen, I'm Matt Ryan saying so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye, and we'll see you when we see you right here on Matmen. So long from the Garden State. Don't be an asshole.